To catch up from the last session, 2 new characters got introduced. It is the secondary character of Jess and Dwart, who is Vivoth of Dwart, who is a rogue assassin from the Underdark.
Ooh.
And then there is Rathis, a exiled outcast from the Underdark, or, well, he seems to be. What happened last session is they discovered an assassination plot, they found the assassins, found where they were working, and asked them a few questions. So for the sake of brevity, since I took note that Stephanie was going to ask Lord Blacklight questions, and you do get an audience, I did not forget. I wrote it down and highlighted it and underlined it and bolded it.
I want to talk to that vampire.
So for the sake of brevity, as they were going out playing superhero and killing assassins, what were the questions you'd like to ask to Lord Blacklight? The now amazing vampire in rags and silver chains in a dark, damp, dank cell.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Okay, so, first off, I guess I should be fucking character voicing for this, shouldn't I? Dark, dank, dusky cell.
Evening, Lord Blacklight. I see you're in quite the, predicament here.
You hear, like, this raspy breath, and you just see these 2, like, pale moonlight orbs where eyes should be just stare back at you as he just lifts his head a bit from the rags he's been put in.
He's very sad. Now I feel bad.
It's giving you the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
You can't see his face, so you just see his 2 orbs just ominously stare at you.
Oh God. I for one think it's a damn shame what they put you through, but I'm not in charge of any kind of law around here, so I can't help you much in that way. But I feel like we can, you can be of some kind of decent help to me. I was wondering what you know about this plague that is storming the lands, particularly about its origins. We heard from a certain dragon folk of yours that you were helping him with some experiments.
Ah, yes. The idiot. It matters
was rather
not.
dull, wasn't he?
It matters not where it came from. It always existed. Just in the dank recesses of the world where no life yet dares to grow. It was a neutral thing, breaking things down to their bases and then reshaping them. We found ancient texts from a civilization long since past who took very heavily in throwing goblins into it and seeing what came out. They came out as green grubs, screaming and squelching and not very tasty. And those things fled into the Underdark to pupate and become whatever they are now. But it has always been, it always shall, and it always will be here.
All right. Is there anything I could get you while you're in this situation that would be legal for me to do? Perhaps some wine or something to ease your time here?
I do not need wine. I am of undeath. I need blood.
Well, I don't think I can get you that, champ. But give me a holler. That's pretty much all I was interested in.
Kind of just like grunts and just goes back to he's kind of like in this weird squat position where his hands are on his knees, or his arms are on his knees, I should say, and his head's face down.
Okay.
He kind of goes back to slunking.
He's a slunker, I see.
Okay. So, while you're heading back to the embassy, as that's where I remember you guys stated you're going to originally, you guys have 2 questions left to ask the hybridized corpse.
Yes. Please fill me in on what the previous questions were, because I was not there for the first three.
So, with the hybridized corpse, it's who made you, I think who they were with, and I answered 2 other people and a pet.
Another one was, where could we get to them? Where could we find them?
Yeah.
And that was along a canal with a rocky bank.
Something about how to get in with a bookshelf, I think, and a key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have 2 more questions. Jonik is visibly panicked.
He's in his usual.
Because he heard a name we haven't heard in quite some time.
Yes.
You have 2 more questions, and what would you like to be asked? Or answered, I should say.
Out of character, was it the Choir of Blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have that written down, and that's what I reminded. That's what I remembered it being. Just wanted to double check. I don't suppose we have asked them why they want these specific people killed?
You have not asked that yet.
Aw, you booped me on the snoot.
You guys okay with that being the question?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay. Why have you targeted these specific people that you have?
So you hear once again the raspy voice begin to speak, and it's deep in thought for a moment. As I was trying to think of the possible answer, as these are paid assassins. They are paid to kill, they're not paid to ask questions. And it is going to answer to the best of its ability right now, so I get to roll an intelligence thingy. Okay. The Drow Empress does not like her toiling in the affairs of the surface. She wants them to stay down there and rot. And you have 1 question left. And right about now is when Stephanie skedaddles on in and sees this whole scene of 2 dead bodies on the table, and one of them with a snapped neck, now made partially animate.
Good God, you guys can't go 10 minutes without killing a whole room, can you?
Now, to out of character, I am the only one in. Wait, no. I guess you would also recognize the I'm drawing a blank.
Sedona?
Sedona. You would probably recognize Lady Sedona, but other than me and Lady Sedona, you don't recognize the other 2 people.
At all.
Or do you?
Oh yeah, do you? That's a good question.
Do I?
So, roll history.
Character sheet.
Should we roll history as well, given our backgrounds?
In particular, note to Rathus you can. And if Vivoth is proficient in history, he can as well.
Oh god!
You think for a second, and you're pretty sure this is an elf. And you gather that the one that is a bit more flamboyant than the rest is from the Dim Congregation, a empire of Drow who are led by a series of archmages. Beyond that, you cannot really tell much, and the other one you presume comes from the Empire of Ruin, given their clothing motif.
What do I know about these organizations besides just that, they're mages or...
Roll another history check, and this will be on both.
Cool.
Okay. Ugh. BRB.
Oh. So Tim Congregation is the closest Drow Empire in proximity to the High Elves.
Okay.
They are very, very slow to make any decision, as is a council of a bunch of archmages. Let me go back to my notes real quick, because I have to fucking find how them government work.
How'd that government work, though?
It work. That's how it be. As I scroll endlessly into the void.
You can do it. I believe in you.
So, their social structure goes as follows. There is the Archmage and the Council. Archmages are a head of a certain particular thing. So, for instance, there is the Archmage of Whispers, which is control of spies and information, and any outward and inward threat within the nation. Then there's the Archmage of Coin, which is in control of economy, the banks, etc., etc. Then you have Savants, which are directly under the Archmages. They are more or less the clerks and bureaucrats of the Empire. You have Lords and Ladies, which kind of oversee everything underneath this rank. Pontiffs, which are lawyers, judges, and etc. Knights, which more or less make sure that the Pontiff's rulings are adhered to. Then you have the lowest of the low, which are Marquises, or Marquinettes, I guess. I don't remember the female equivalent as of right now. And they are pretty much more or less just a landowner that has been gifted a title. And as
Okay.
for the Archmages,
Are you referring to marquises and marquesses?
yes.
Ugh, politics.
And
Am
then
I
there's
right?
Archmage for the following positions. There is an Archmage of War, Medicine, Knowledge, Botany, Whispers, Infrastructure, Resource, Coin, and Relations. You only recall the one for Knowledge, which the house it belonged to was House Obelek, which are renowned for their power and divination, but also renowned for the lack of sanity.
Hmm.
The Empire of
Understandable.
Ruin is in a very desolate section of the Underdark. Basically, mostly of ruin, stagnant water, and toxic fungus. It is a mystery how they even survive here, and that secret is well kept.
And is this like the most well-known Drow settlement?
The Empire of Ruin, no. The Dim Congregation are a bit more surface-oriented because they're like, oh, there's money to be had up here.
Right. Okay, and they're both here, so it's like a joint effort going on.
As far as you can tell, these are just people that came from these areas.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know if they're affiliated.
The other one does seem to be, both of them do seem to be wearing some sort of finery or nice clothes.
Okay.
Albeit one of them does wear something a bit more on the simple side. At Vivoth.
I am dressed exactly how the picture is.
Oh, that's simple, huh? Okay.
I mean, it's not like flashy and gaudy.
Understandable.
Actually, does Stuart and I think mine might be bugged because I can see white.
I can't see it. Zach's, is it Jess's or Jason's characters?
Yeah, it's just a white square. Oh, it just fixed itself. Wait, no, Zachary's is still.
I am the void. Hear me scream.
He is. What is that? Squid.
Let me in Lorgen see what this
I see.
is.
That's a violin. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, actually, it could be a violin. It could be a viola. It could be.
It is a
Yeah.
violin. You get your viola bullshit out of here.
Calm down, children. Calm down.
I think that the string count is wrong for it to be a viola. So yeah. No, wait, no, it could be a viola.
So,
A viola is literally just a violin, but smaller.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
more
the string count was different.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
You guys have one more question. A very obvious noble just walked in
Hmm.
and gave Vivoth and Rathus a good looking at and analyzation.
Can you remind me real quick who these assassins were trying to murder?
Sedona.
I don't. Well, I'm not quite sure
Sedona,
who
who
that
is
is.
the emissary
the-
between the main Drow Empire,
Okay.
which is often referred to as the Canehurst Dynasty, which is what all the other subsidiary empires are like called to. It is pretty much their head honcho.
Okay.
Sedona is a part of that royal family, however, she is not of the direct royalty. She is like a cousin of royalty.
Okay. So they were dark elves trying to kill another dark elf, essentially.
No, this is a bunch of
Oh.
from what the information they gathered, which you're eventually going to learn, it was a high elf organization known as the Blades of the Moon that tried to kill her.
Okay. I had this ass backwards. All right.
Which were hired by her sister. Or, well, not her sister, her cousin.
Okay. Oh, right. She told us that. Okay.
And you guys have one question left before the corpse goes completely inert.
Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask it? I say to, oh my gosh, I forgot your character's name again.
Stephanie.
Stephanie!
Full name, Stephanie Verway, Holscar Rutheril, to you. Stephanie walks up and she says, okay, so we got who sent you. Shit, I forgot every other question you guys asked.
By the way, we literally fought these guys right over there, and I just point out the window.
And there's still guards out there, too.
Probably complaining about Karen that just walked by.
Yes, and some of them.
Not very good assassins, are they?
Some of them had something going for them. They were dressed as town guards. But
As I
Yama was wrong. Yama was wrong. And they're high elves in a city that is mostly ASMR.
The old put on a mustache trick. I'll ask it, who is your immediate superior?
You hear one last sharp inhale. Her name is Nim, and she is at the hideout, and then it falls to its once lifeless state permanently.
That was a good question.
Thank you.
Should have thought of that one.
We have another one that we can ask if we really wish to.
I mean, technically, there's all the corpses outside.
Being watched by guards.
Yes, but I pull the sack out of my bag, and then I take the head of the half elf with the knife sticking out the bottom
I
of it.
forgot about that, and you just hear someone do like a slow clap.
Stephanie just winces and is like, Jesus Christ.
I can do it one more time, dearest, if you'd wish.
That's not going to animate the body outside, is it?
Oh my god, I would love it if it did.
You know what? You know what? Depends on what you say to her right now. Depends on what you say. And she's waiting for a response on a yes or no if you guys want her to undeaden it.
It would be funny.
We got one yes, we got one yes, we got two yeses, two yeses.
Rathus is distracted trying not to itch.
Trying not to what?
Itch. So he's clawing at something.
Did you-
nearby.
Did you ask where their hideout was?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we got all the information we need.
Is there a limit on how long A body can be dead before you can cast that magic of yours?
I mean, no, but there's a limit to how many times I can do it and how fast. If I casted it on one of corpse, I can only do it once within the period of 10 days. I believe it's that. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, you could keep... Do you have any... Does anyone have a bag of holding? You could keep it preserved in that until we...
I just drop it back into my sack. I spin it around, I tie the end of it, and I put it back in my bag.
That should be good enough.
So you guys have the location, some information. What would you guys like to do?
Stuff. I approach the Dark Elf, the new Dark Elf party member friend, and say,
Which one?
"Oh
Which
shit!
one?
Oh shit! Both of you. Well, I don't believe we've met. I'm Stephanie. Nice
She
to meet
splits
you."
into two people.
Yeah. I cast what is that fucking shadow clone spell?
Mirror image?
Wait a second.
Yeah, mirror image. Mirror image.
Wait
I
a
don't have
second.
that, but yes.
Zach, would my character know what her full name since the arrangement that my character is on the party with?
Yes, because you need to get a full list of names from Sidona.
Okay. I'm sorry, Sage. What is your character's full name?
Stephanie Veraway Holscar Rutheril.
Please type.
Oh yes. Fucking.
I got through about 3 of them, and then the 4th one made my entire memory just go to gone. Janek has the memory of an ant.
Okay. So, what the boss that bows is that once you mention that your name is Stephanie, and he says, Lady Stephanie it Veraway Hostler. It is pleased to make your acquaintance, new master.
She looks very impressed, but then when you say new master, she kind of looks like confused slightly, and she says, charmed as well. Finally, somebody knows who I am around here.
This low one's name is Vivoth the Darkblade.
Can I tell? I'm gonna make an Arcana check, I guess, or I guess you tell me what to make, Zach. Can I tell what class you are?
You may make an Arcana check, but that skews the information you get.
Oh, to like Arcane, yeah. Well, she just wants to know if he's a spellcaster or not.
Roll Arcana.
Okay.
And hold up, I must message Dwart something.
Oh.
I must message Dwart something.
Everyone's rolling high today.
I think you guys stole Janek's good luck.
Except for Rathus.
Except for Rathus. We will see for sure when I do a roll and if I get like a nat 1.
I am using my freaking +5s though, so I'm playing to my strengths here.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting a 24. So, as a drow, he does have access to the drow magic, so spells such as Dancing Lights, I believe Darkness, and at some point Silence, if I remember correctly? Maybe?
At the current level that I'm at, I have Dancing Lights and Fairy Fire.
Darkness is at 5th.
Yep.
You do see some evidence of other magic, but it was applied to him rather than it being inborn. You cannot discern the nature of it as of right now.
Okay. Interesting. She gives him a quizzical look and a slight curtsy. Can I get the name one more time?
The Dark Blade, my lady.
Devoth Dark. Okay, cool.
Or that is what my common name is.
Charmed.
And carrying over that same role, the other drow is a bard.
Okay.
They is a bard.
Bard. Hell yeah.
Just outright.
Just they is the singing magic man.
I just see an electric guitar on their back, and I'm like, yes. Yes.
Violin.
Oh, yes.
It is indeed the bard.
Strapped to the back. And you are?
Rathus.
One more time you cut out.
Sorry, Rathus.
Rathus. Pleasure. She holds out a hand to shake.
He just kind of will look at it and not do it.
Great. Perfect. She withdraws. She actually probably looks satisfied with that, like more so than she probably would be to touch another person's skin.
Oh, full disclosure, Vivoth wears white gloves. So he doesn't.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
He doesn't actually touch anything.
They're going to get along swimmingly.
So introductions aside, dearests, whatever your next plans are, I suggest you perhaps rest and then do them in the morning.
Yeah, I'm kind of out of spells.
I'm no expert on... And you just see Sedona turn to Jonik. Others' physiology as to my own, but I'm pretty sure they require more rest than us.
True.
Rat's gotta sleep, that's all I gotta say.
How long has it been since we slept, I mean?
It's approaching nighttime right about now.
Okay, yeah.
So it's... If you're up for another 3 or 4 more hours, you would probably push into the point where it would be a con save.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I prepare some tea, via masters?
That sounds wonderful, darling.
So you guys gonna head back to the inn for the time being?
E.
So you head there, there's no issue, just the usual late night shopping trips, people yelling at managers because the store's closing.
Of course.
And then they get frustrated and just go back, and you see a lot of people start to approach the gates to the Pearl Quarter, where you see the Magister and what you assume to be Ibram handing out small little potion vials, probably about the size... It's little tiny ones that you can put on necklaces. Little itty-bitty ones.
Little test tube vials.
Yeah. And they're handing them out to certain folks. Some look a little bit sickly, or more sickly than others. And they look very happy and content with life right about now. And then you make it to the inn.
Did you seriously put Walmart selling drugs in your story?
No.
Can I say that on the way, I head over there for a second and just pay for one?
For the what?
For a vial?
You
I
can
know they're just-
just walk up and get one.
I know, I wanted to pay for one. Like, as a donation.
So you give the distributor 1 gold or something of the sort, and they just look at you kind of confused.
Just take it as a donation.
They just slowly nod, and then look at your rat horde following you.
I'm assuming this is the cure-all?
Yep.
Hmm. Can I start feeding it to the rats? Just like having each one just put a little drop in its mouth with a bit of cheese.
Doesn't take too. It probably will take the duration of the Pearl Quarter back to the inn.
Okay.
So now everyone walks in at this point, and you see Helena at a table, arm wrestling the biggest and burliest of orcs,
Hey guys!
and then proceeds to win.
She's not even breaking a sweat. She's just, like,
Hey,
taking time to
guys!
talk to us.
Whoa!
And she just slams the guy's hand on the table.
It's
Tiffany
just
just looks kind of floored by this, as she has never seen some kind of feat of strength of this magnitude from such a small creature before.
Hello! So, you guys have a good day? Wait,
Wait.
who are you two?
I forgot.
Just big muscle energy.
I still want her to one day flex her shirt off. I just think it's really
Oh.
funny.
Or just like the arm sleeves just rip off.
I always assume that Helena is sleeveless because just them guns.
Yeah, most of the time.
you must be Master Helena.
Would
Wait,
be
what?
mistress.
Wait, how many people here speak Orcish? I forgot to ask that.
Nada.
Wrath
I mean, me, not me.
I mean, me.
That translates to infant warrior.
Rathus is biting his knuckle right now.
Wait, Helena translates to that?
It translates to infant warrior.
How did Abe not know this?
Funny thought, he just hasn't learned that word yet.
It's actually more like a conjunction more than anything.
He caught the warrior.
Zach, can I get that name again of the superior so I can write that down?
Which
I
superior?
totally forgot it. This assassin's immediate superior.
Do. It was Nim, but it has a weird swing because they're
Oh, him.
bougie.
Bourgeois. Cool. Perfect.
That is so damn close to one of my wizards' surnames.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's a weird spelling. That's like the second way I would expect it to be spelled.
I'm gonna look at the two tall guys, like the new guys, and just go, okay, I need your guys' names.
Now, stat.
You were with
You're
Drew
not a threat.
Weary
Your name's Hannibal.
left, right? That one day?
She was in the inn when he walked out.
So she would recognize him. So that's good.
Oh yeah, you recognize this as Muiri's booty call.
Yeah, I definitely
That's how.
need your name specifically.
Rathus.
Fair. Okay. I'm Helena. And you're very tall.
And you call yourself a child, so.
What are
Actually,
the
that
heights?
was a name given to me.
What are the heights of our
Yeah.
characters? I
Yeah.
don't know how tall Rathus is.
5'8".
Understandable.
I thought my character was tall for a drow. 5'7".
Rathus has some extra stuff in him to make him a little bit taller than normal male.
He's got heels.
Stephanie
I'm
is so.
2'8", so everyone looks tall.
Meant for a walk-in.
Oh,
Stephanie is
Stephanie.
so-
What they'll do.
Stephanie is the reigning champ at 6'3".
Do you want the description of... Oh, hold on.
Mic off.
Yes. We love these.
Mic on. Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry. So, you know, Stephanie, what a normal drow would look like, correct?
Yes.
His eyes are very bright blue,
Oh.
with golden little flecks in them. And his ears, instead of pointing down like a normal drow will, are more crescent shaped.
Ooh. Ooh.
Actually, now I think about it, Stephanie, roll a nature check at advantage.
I think I actually already know what's going on here, but let's find out.
The DC is very low because you know what this means.
Where the hell is nature? There it is. At advantage. Damn.
DC was 9.
Hell yeah.
These are traits of a moon elf.
Exactly what I thought. Hell yeah.
But as of the rules of genealogy in this world, whatever the mom is, it's what it's mostly going to look like.
Cool.
With the exception of certain races such as Dragonborn and stuff like that, which require magical intervention for interbreeding.
Cool. Love it. I'm fucking...
Lizard folk?
What?
Or is it lizard men? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Lizard folk,
Okay.
Tabaxi, Dragonborn, when it comes to interbreeding with, say, humans or elves, they have to use magical intervention.
Okay, that made way more sense than what I heard because it cut out for me, and I thought that Jason asked if the soup was cold.
I kind of thought I thought that's what that sounded like too. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Dragonborn egg omelet, y'all. Yummy.
Egg drop soup.
I dropped an egg today.
Ooh.
Was it in the soup?
No, it was on the floor.
Dang. Floor egg is not delicious.
It is for some people.
I mean, maybe rats.
So after all this, do you guys wish for a long rest?
Yeah.
Sounds Gucci.
I just take. Can I just call the rat Snuffles?
The big one?
The big rat is just named Snuffles now.
Okay. Do you want to train it to recognize the name?
Yeah.
Roll me that animal handling check.
Okay. I'm gonna be using a little bit of cheese that I have left from the morning.
Okay, roll with advantage
Passing
then.
it off. Let's see. Where's animal? Oh, there it is. Okay.
So you got to recognize the name.
Duality!
Everyone rolling fucking astoundingly. I am now.
That one
I
Oh
know.
no,
Worried
I
about
haven't gotten a
monsters.
chance to roll yet.
I'm now worried for the enemy encounter later on.
Yeah, that's actually what I was just about to ask. Stephanie asks the group, are we going after those assassins tomorrow? Need to know what spells I'm gonna prepare.
Possibly.
I'd prefer not to have people going after Sedona.
I can try sneaking in again, but they might have an anti-magic field or something.
Alrighty. I'll bring the big guns.
Actually, an anti-magic field would be really bad. Never mind. Let's assume that's not a thing.
Zach, what you heard?
I heard nothing. I was looking at monster stats and I was like,
Clack.
Well,
Cool.
we lost Ari.
Oh no.
Oh,
goodbye, the barbarian.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
While Jonek is doing his thing with the skeever, can I say that I made tea and I gave it to the party?
You should just knock on my door.
Yeah, it's easy enough to do.
Okay, and I'm gonna wind up going to each person's room and giving them their tea individually.
Okay.
Raph,
First one that I'm gonna go to is actually Jonek.
Okay, I need to know something real quick. Zach, how do the doors, I'm assuming the doors have locks on them.
Yeah.
Is it with like a metal key?
Yes.
Janek has no idea how to use a metal key.
Oh my god. He's just standing outside of his door.
So
It's just always ajar.
I'm assuming someone helped him get into the room, but he doesn't know how to lock the door. So what I'm gonna say he's doing is he's putting a chair against the door. Is that okay? Like under
Yeah.
the handle? He's just kind of wedged it. Because he has no idea how to lock the door.
Vivoth, you try to open the door, but something is preventing you from opening it.
Do I just hear like rattle, rattle, rattle?
Yeah, it's just like.
And the door does not seem like it's locked.
Nope.
Okay. So thinking on my training, I think that something's up.
I open, and that why? Okay, so I pull the chair away from the door at this point, but I'm doing it kind of sneakily because I'm like, oh shoot, someone's coming, someone's trying to break in.
Okay.
So I pull the chair away from the door, and I'm gonna now I'm just gonna stand back a second and wait.
Are you gonna do the thing where you hide behind the door?
I will. Can I? It's like slightly dark in the room because it's light, and I wouldn't be lighting any candles or anything.
Okay.
So would it be like slightly dark in the room or completely dark?
It would be dim light right now.
Can I try to hide behind the chair?
Yes, you can.
Like I put the chair where it normally would be and then hide behind it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So what was funny was what I was about to do. I'm going to go ahead and put my tea set down quietly next to me, and I'm going to let go up against the door frame, and I'm going to just donkey kick the door, but try to stay hidden next to the door frame.
So you're gonna donkey kick the door and then stack up on the side?
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very stealthily.
Roll strength and roll stealth with disadvantage. Because you banging on a door. Your foot hurts. But you
I
noticed
didn't open.
you said you kicked it, right? The door is closed. It feels like it would have almost budged, but you just didn't hit it in the most vital point, and your foot kind of hurts.
Okay, so I just heard against the door. I am now going to go ahead and motion for Snuffles to come to me silently.
Ooh.
Well, there's that stealth roll.
All you hear on the other side of the door is ah.
Ah!
And all that Vivoth hears is a skittering and a large skeever, which now just kind of climbs up on you and plops over.
Okay, I'm just gonna be holding Snuffles.
Snuffles feels a bit heavier than usual because he ate a fuckload of shoes and he's kind of chumby.
Okay.
Chumby.
Just a little chumby.
I'm just hefting him oh my god, I need to put him on a diet.
This rat's a little chunky.
Got a
Okay.
little bit of-
So, upon hearing the little skitter of a creature, I am going to try to open the door again.
It's unlocked and it opens. Wait, before I forget, because I know Jonik was going to go into stealth, please roll stealth before I forget.
Okay.
Almost forgot about that.
Can I have advantage from how much time that I had?
Sure.
Because I'm just like, oh shit, someone is kicking at my door. Okay, it'll be a 17.
That beats my passive perception by 1.
So as he walks in, he doesn't even see that you're hiding behind a chair.
I like how this situation could have been alleviated entirely if you knocked.
Or announced yourself.
Yeah.
I did knock.
And then I moved the door! Or I moved the chair! You tried to kick the door in at me! It's so
Anyway,
good!
Because you sneakily did it.
It's
And
so good! We're both so paranoid!
so
Fucking with each
Lebezoff enters the room into is a dark room with the horde of rats just chilling all around.
Okay, so I'm assuming
nowhere to be seen.
do I see him into the room?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I roll perception to see if I spot Jonik,
Yes, you may.
and I have superior dark vision, so
Admittedly, I am carrying a very chomky boy.
You hold this rat.
A very large boy. A heckin' chungus.
Let me check because I rolled stealth for Chumby, and Chumby got a 14, so you know where Chumby is.
You just see Chumby hanging out in the darkness.
You just see
Floating.
this large white rat just kind of a little chunkier than
T-posing.
usual. Kind of just like being held from underneath the arms. It kind of just dangling, just kind of chilling right there.
upon seeing that, I am going to approach cautiously and try to make out what is holding this rat up.
Okay, Janik is just gonna slowly rise up.
So as you approach the chair, you see John slowly get up from behind it, holding this very, very large skeever.
Yes?
You just see a look of confusion on Vivas' face, and he says, "Apologies, Master, but I knocked, and you didn't answer, and when I tried the door, it seemed like something was propped up against it. I had assumed that some assassin or something got in here."
No. I used the chair to jam the door, because I don't want people coming in my room. And he's just pointing down at the chair in front of him.
Why do you not lock your door?
I don't know how locks work. And that's what that's what she comes back on.
Cool enough.
All of the
Jonik is such a baby.
Huh?
I can show you how they work and teach you how to lock your door. I am going to bring you
Little
some tea.
Plastic
I'm
baby
going-
keys.
I'm going to bring you with some tea first, though. And then I'm going to go and serve tea to the others while it's still warm.
Okay. And he's
I
just
go to the hallway and I pick up the tea set tray, and then I go into Jonik's room. I put the tea set down, and I just very, very awkwardly pour him a cup of tea, and then I ask him, "Do you take sugar in your tea?"
okay. Janik is not saying this. Zach,
Okay.
he has just put down his tray on the floor, in the middle of a bunch of rats. Is there like
Oh
sugar?
no, it's on a table.
Oh, it's a table? Okay.
I mean,
I'm
the
just-
rats are kind of like poking around, like, what's going on here?
Okay, because in my head, I just imagine them immediately all swarm the sugar. No, okay, so I
When the rats approach the tray, I just kind of try to shoo them so that they don't get too close, but not aggressively.
and then Janek just kind of goes, "Hey, back."
You seem kind of sad and just kind of like shamble away.
Okay. And then I kind of just put Snuffles on the ground.
Snuffles skitters off and goes to lay on the bed.
He's just trying to jump on the bed and he can't quite reach.
Have you seen that one video of the cat climbing up, then it tries to jump but kind of just falls on its
Mic
back?
off.
Yeah.
So all you hear is the fabric rustling, then you hear that one little jump of claws against fabric, and then thwap.
Just boom. Okay.
That is the most tame skeever that I have ever seen.
Mic on.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I
I-
had to switch to my phone.
Now I need to turn you down a little bit because now you're so
You're very
and
clear.
loud.
Yes.
Good, we can hear you now.
Yes. I did hear you occasionally before, but I suspect you were saying stuff that we didn't hear.
Okay.
Discord has also been having problems. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
It just be like that sometimes.
I know
Mm.
me and Ari are in the same house, and our internet is not good.
So,
I am awaiting Janek's response to the sugar.
what did you ask? Like how many cubes or something?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
now it's working.
I'll just take one.
Maybe.
Plop, and then it hand him the teacup, and then I'm gonna take the tray and leave.
He drinks the tea like the finest of gentlemen.
With the
It's-
pinky out.
Pinky out, 2 fingers.
And you have your fancy moment. Is that what everyone would like to do before the short rest commences? Or the long rest, I should say?
I am fine with that, yes.
I am going to the next room.
Okay.
I was
Oh,
gonna
n-
ask if Raffles could sneak out real fast.
Where is Rathus going?
To the roof.
Roof time.
Do I
Should I roll stealth?
if I encounter Rathus in the hallway? Like, when did Rathus sneak out?
Probably during your little episode.
The loud bang from down the hallway.
He just picks up the stuff and goes like, nope.
Yeah, out of here.
So should I roll
Steph
stealth
just
roll
trying to
or-
trance in her room while there's people stomping on the roof and breaking down doors.
So if you'd like to roll stealth, go ahead.
Well, if you roll another nat one.
Does that beat Vivel's
No.
passive? Okay, so it does not. You simply do not.
Vivoth is not sure whether or not to call Rathus Master, but is going to default to Master anyways. Is it because of his training?
Okay. So you
Master
enter,
Rathus.
and he is currently, like, partway through the window. And you say his name, and he turns and he hits his head on the window pane.
Oof.
Master Rathus, are you okay?
He's going to speak to you in High Drow.
Fence.
And
Just a different dialect of. It's a different dialect of a dialect, which you would understand.
Yep.
you don't have to call me master. No one should own you. Certainly none of us.
I have a perplexed look on my face, and I say, "It is the only thing that I know."
Then you need to learn new things.
Before you head out, I prepared some tea. Would you like some?
Not tonight. But thank you for the offer.
Very well. And I leave and I shut the door behind me.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to have Rathus's going up on the roof now.
What Wrath is doing up on that roof?
Oh, he's just practicing violin like an idiot.
Roll me a performance check.
There's a fiddler.
Oh, it's a good thing that you're actually good at it. Can you imagine if you were bad and you're just going on the roof?
He just gets like stuff thrown at him. Hold on, where is it? There it is.
No one gets any sleep. Oh, good.
Hold on, I
So those who are
keep
currently
thinking
in the
for that.
process of going to sleep, you find the process much easier as you hear a soft, gentle song in the distance,
Hell yeah.
just faintly playing.
I go to the next room. I'm not sure who's the next room.
You have Helena, and then you have Stephanie.
It's up to you, Zach, because I'm going in order.
Next would be Stephanie then.
Okay?
Stephanie answers the door. She looks very what's down dressed compared to her usual get up with full fucking gold. Well, they're not actually gold. Her earrings are probably more like bronze or something. But and her crazy robe and huge hat. She's in kind of like what you would assume she wears underneath that, which is just a very plain white, kind of like a nightgown or robe type thing. It's like an underrobe. And her hair's down, and she answers the door, and she's like, yes, how can I help you?
Oh, Master Stephanie, I have brought some tea if you would like it.
Oh, that is wonderful. Please, come in, sit down. And she lets you in. Her room's probably dimly lit with some nice candles. She has a bunch of books out, clearly preparing her spells before taking her trance. And she sits on the bed.
I'm going to place down the tray onto one of the tables. And I ask, "How do you take your tea, yet master?" As I'm pouring a cup.
I'm feeling 1 sugar tonight.
Very good.
Say, Vivath, I have a question, if it's not too prudent of me. I'm curious about the magic that is about you. It seems strange, I don't recognize it.
Begging your pardon, Master, but which magic are you referring to? Are you referring to... And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Dancing Lights.
Okay, easy enough to do. Do you want the little globules, or do you want the big globule?
Globule.
The little orbs that just kind of dancing around in like a wheel, and they're just going.
Okay, easy enough.
She basically completely ignores that, and she like looks at you more intently, and she's like, "No, it's not that. None of your innate magic. It's something else." Can I roll another Arcana? Now that I'm more up close personal.
You may if you'd like.
She is still very much waiting for him to respond, but she is kind of like science, looking very intently at him at this point. Oh fuck!
Your
She's
elven
like, I don't see
eyes do
anything.
not see anything as of right now.
You actually get up, but to look closer, or
Yeah.
are you still sitting on the
Yes.
bed?
She doesn't really have a lot of sense of personal space, especially when it comes to. Well, she's kind of a bad person. She doesn't really respect other people's personal space, but she much wants her own personal space. But yeah, she's kind of getting like up in your face.
Okay, so this is actually going to be pretty hilarious. Because Vivoth that says, "Oh, you mean my enhancement?" And I get a little bit closer to Thethany.
Oh.
This is going someplace very wrong. I feel like.
My enhancement. Bow, bow, bow.
Oh no.
Well, you see, my previous master kept me as more than just a butler.
God, I'm so scared.
I was kept as an assassin, as well as a pleasure slave. So,
Stephanie probably looks incredibly uncomfortable suddenly and is like,
So, if it would be your pleasure, master.
No. That would be fine, thank you. The tea is wonderful. Thank you for that information. Yes.
Is there anything else you wish for? Maybe a blood sample?
No, thank you. That won't be necessary. Again, thank you for the tea.
Very good. And I pick up the tray, just completely nonchalant, and I leave.
Okay. Last but not least is Helena. After that show.
Stephanie just sits down, like, questioning everything.
Helena opens the door. What's up, bro?
Master Helena, I have brought tea if you would like some.
I have a request. Please don't call me master. That's not good. But no, I want to know everything about your life. Do you want to come in and answer questions?
Oh no, not again. Round 2.
If that is your wish, then yes.
You just walk into the room and see all of Helena's like weapons just sprayed out on her bed, like neatly tucked in, like a kid.
You got your fire axe, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's a D4 on top of the normal battle axe damage.
Okay.
And it constantly gives off a 5-foot thing of light.
Ooh, no more torches.
I mean, you have 5 foot of light, then like 10 feet of dim light.
I see that you have your weapons maintained.
Oh, they're my babies. They're my loves. So, how did you get here? Because I missed a lot.
Well, look, I was born in the Empire of Ruin.
Mm-hmm. Let me sum this down a little bit. Like, how did you get to Jonic? And Bethany. I think that's her name? Not sure.
Yes, that is her name. Do you want brevity, or do you want every detail?
Ask simple answers. I like to know a lot, but very little at the same time.
Very well. Very quick rundown then. Born in the Empire of Ruin, born a slave, trained from the age of 5 to be a butler, a cook, an assassin, a gardener, as well as a personal trainer.
Nice. What type of personal trainer? Like, do you fight with weapons? What? Fist?
I fight with daggers, swords, light blades, the bow as well,
So things that slash.
and pierce.
Nice.
Then, around age 40, which is rather young for one of my species,
How are you?
I am 104.
Oh god, you're ancient.
I am barely an adult.
To me, you're old.
Yes, well, we elves have that effect.
True, but like
I
after
think-
age 100, does your skin just like start melting off like normals? Or is it just like, does it just, well, I mean, it must just stick to your face really well.
We don't really age as the lesser lived races age.
Okay.
I do not know how old the Lady Sedona is, but I would imagine she's in her 400s, maybe?
She was like
Maybe
40.
5s?
Oh god. Oh no. Oh. Okay.
At age 40, my old master took me as a pleasure slave, had me enhanced and everything.
Wait, like making a joke? Like pleasure? Like ha ha ha, dancy, funny round prancing? You were a jester.
No, more of a carnal pleasure slave.
Ew. Okay.
Her,
I
the
met
tales
a
that
4-year-old
did,
too.
I pleasured her, dignitaries from the other drow houses, some surface elves, the few that came to visit,
Uh-huh.
a demon once. That was just bizarre.
I would assume. Don't they have like a million body parts? I would assume.
There was also a few Durgar.
What are
Taking, like,
those?
They are what surface dwellers might call dark dwarves. They are to the dwarves as we are to the surface elves.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes.
I think I got all the information. I really just don't have any more room in my brain tonight.
After that, my master was assassinated, and I
I'm
was
sorry.
sent to Lady Sedona, and then Lady Sedona signed me over to your group.
Oh, Okay. Well, you realize that none of us in the group own you, right? Like, none of us. You don't have to call us misters and masters and anything else.
Oh, pish posh.
You could just call us our names.
Well, it is proper etiquette for a butler to refer to his employers as the master. So,
Mm-hmm.
the title sticks. If you wish that I not call you master, then I will not call you master.
Yeah, please don't. It makes me feel bad.
Very well, mistress.
That either. Just Helena. Please.
It may take some getting used to, but I will practice.
Thank you. Alright, well, have a nice night.
I nod and I offer her the tea that I went to give her.
No, I'm good. I got some alcohol over there. I'm good.
Your tea, I got me some booze.
Oh, if you had let me know, what I know several mixes with alcohol and tea.
Ooh. Yes, please.
Suddenly the party's favorite character.
I just need to know what type of alcohol, and I can get the right tea to go with it. One of the most common blends is black tea with rum.
I'll have to get some of that, and then you could do it next time. But not tonight, though.
Very well.
Anyways, good night.
Good night.
And after that, everyone goes to respective rooms after what may or may not have happened. Some of you don't really believe it.
Hold up.
What?
I'm sorry, Zach. I go back to I'm gonna go back to Janik's room, and I'm gonna teach him how to lock his door.
Easy enough to do, Jonik. You now have the capacity to lock and unlock doors that you have keys.
It's just like the raptors from Jurassic Park. They're there.
Clever girl.
I'm sorry, I was distracted with something. What were you guys saying about?
You now know how to lock and unlock doors.
Oh,
that you have
yeah.
key to.
Okay.
And
He
after
knows
that,
too much.
Everyone gracefully drifts off into sleep, aided by the efforts of Rathis gently playing a song in the night that everyone can just barely hear.
Can I just throw something at him to tell him to shut up?
So Rathis,
Rude.
you hear a stomp, 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 and the window open. And what would you like to throw at him? And what would you like to say?
Oh, God, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna
Just
throw a
throw
gold
the bed
coin
at
at him and say, here's a gold coin to shut up.
Oh no.
You get a coin thrown at you.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Please, I'm trying to sleep.
So, you know that one thing I posted earlier and I said it made me think of you, Zach?
Yeah.
The reason it does is because it's called Dance of the Goblins. And it's a fast-paced violin song. And all he's going to do is stare her dead in the eye and play it as loudly as he can.
Okay, so you do that. The mood changes. Everyone eventually finds their way to sleep. Some with more difficulty than others. And I'll say that you probably wake up around what would be the equivalent of probably 9 a.m. Hard for you to tell since it's a rockfall and it's still eternally dark.
It's so easy for us elves to just trance and go to sleep that
Just
way.
make chillin'.
So you guys have your breakfast, whatever meals you would like. You savor breakfast, and what would you like to do afterwards?
First thing Theft does is, while we're all together in the inn, go up to Rathus, say, "Was that you playing last night? It was quite entrancing. I was very impressed."
Oh no. I have to. You're going to be sassy this time. Yes, it is. No, it was a random goblin. Not at all me.
She like thinks about that for a minute. Like, wait, are you lying or being serious? Can't tell. I must find out who that goblin is. She turns and walks away.
As you're walking away, the rest of the party can probably just see him giving the most. Are you kidding me? Because the only way he can get around something is to be sassy.
Incredulous.
She's now on the hunt for a very skilled goblin violinist.
The hunt.
Out of character, I want to do some shopping, but I'm not sure what a good point would be for that. I feel like Stephanie would just want to go straight to the assassins.
Is that what would you guys like to do as a group?
Sure.
Sure. I want to try my blade.
Okay. So once again, you're holding it, and there's many runes written in a language you're not very familiar with. They all glow with red and yellows, and the blade has this weird ethereal flame constantly covering it. And when you swing it, you can hear the hissing of the fire.
Yes.
You're just swinging it in the middle of the ball.
They're not going to tell the buff person you just be a 7-foot-tall orc to do shit. They're scared of the power that this woman holds.
The runes, I'm assuming, yet none of us can really.
Does
None
anyone
of us-
here speak no, it was Abyssal.
I do.
What the fuck, Rathus?
Abyssal?
Okay, so
More of it. Boop.
okay, so the runes read as follows: "Bring your unearthly fire, may it wash away the truth, and may it bring only lies. May it burn the blood and scour the flesh."
Ah. Not gonna think about that too much.
Question. Is Moiri and Abe still with us? Like, as a group?
So, since you went through the court to talk to Lord Blacklight, you know that Abe is currently working with the magistrate to distribute the cure throughout the town and then some. Moiri, you have no idea, no clue, not even a brain cell's like going off like,
Okay, so Stephanie is going to call for Janek. Janek, I have a question.
Yes.
Where did those two others go, Moiri and Abraham? Actually, I don't know Abe's name. I don't think. I don't think I was ever introduced to Abe, so I don't think she knows his name. Moiri and your other friend,
Abe.
Yes, him.
Well, I know where Abe is. He's off helping distribute the potions. I don't know where Murray is.
I had a couple questions for you. She looks at Holland like kind of side-eyed, and then looks back to Janek. But I suppose I should wait till the other two are back.
I mean, it depends on the question.
It's regarding your patron. She kind of like wink, nudge, wink, wink, nudge, as if maybe you would understand that.
Oh, he just takes a second. He just kind of blank expression, no, and he's just, oh, yeah, it'd probably be best if we were all together.
All right. Well, let's deal with these assassins.
So does everyone gather up and head off? So you gather your things, your saddles, your other sorts and whatnots, baubles and bobettes. And you start making your way, given the knowledge that you have. So you head out of the city, which now has the gates wide open. People from lands that you've not really seen or heard of, walking in and out of the city freely. There's a bit more livelihood to the city rather than just, I have to be out to do something. And with that, you go past the gates with the two giant statues now holding the gate open, and you make your way. The journey is going to be 2 perception checks, and whoever or how many ever can roll them as they see fit.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to help who, before you roll, state that you're helping whoever.
Help whoever wants help.
I can do perception roll.
I am very good at perception, and I perceive everything with that first roll.
So Stephanie's gonna see something.
I'll take help if you want it.
I'd be willing to help.
I'll give you help. Oh.
So everyone's going to help everyone.
Okay.
There.
Okay, so
An 11 and a 20 for Rathus.
I just imagine Janak and Helena riding on Rathus's shoulders, pointing things out, helping with the perception.
So Stephanie, as you take charge of this party, knowing that your elven eyes will spot anything out in the distance, they do exactly that. You kind of hear the target lock-on sound for a missile, and then you just see something whip in the bushes, and you just hear and doesn't know that you see it, and it's a little kobold creature holding a bow, just like just waiting for you guys to get closer.
So does it just look like one?
You see with that roll, because it's a natural 20, you see 4 of them.
Okay, so she stops the group. She says, "There's an ambush ahead. We might want to prepare." And she points over to outlines the targets for the party.
Okay. I just jump off of whoever's back I'm on doing a backflip.
Oh,
No,
I really hope it's not Rathus. I really
This-
hope it's not.
Nah. But are there bushes?
There's a lot of bushes.
Cool. Can I try to use the bushes as cover as I sneak up on these kobolds?
Yes, you may.
Permission to stealth as well.
Permission granted.
I will be casting my stealth spell.
Pass without trace.
Is everyone
So-
going to go into stealth?
So since
Stephanie's gonna be the bait.
that's
Are
18,
you
bro,
freaking shitting me?
it's 18.
F.
28.
That one, so it still has to fail.
What is with
You know what?
this kid?
I'm just gonna go run in guns blazing.
So since it was pointed out, I'm going to give Ivoth advantage.
Oh my god, did you see what Rathus rolled?
And he rolled a nat 20. Oh my gosh.
fucking 6. What is
Jesus.
wrong with you guys?
Okay, so
Jesus Christ.
There's the good roll.
There's the good roll.
before we get
I've got a 35.
before everyone gets in their actions, Ivoth disappears, Jonik disappears, Rathus disappears.
And Stephanie casts Gift of Alacrity.
On herself or whomst?
Herself.
Okay, so you have a D8 to
And-
your rolls.
Do I have enough time to cast another spell?
Since they're all skulking around, I'll allow one more.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna save it because we're not actually at their hideout yet, and I feel like I will want to use it there. So.
Can I say that I've casted my magic stones?
Yeah, since you're doing like more of a stealthy approach, I'll say that you probably casted it before to get things ready.
Cool.
Okay, so...
Yeah, Thef is gonna wait till one of these rogues strike and continue maybe strolling like, oh, little old me.
So, Rathis, since you got the highest stealth, you're able to get the closest the fastest. What do you want to do?
So, are they all clustered together?
They're all within about 10 feet of each other, and roughly in a very rough line, and it's about 20 feet, roughly, give or take.
Line away from us or line, like, facing us?
Let me draw. It's going to be bad, but you know what?
You're good, you're good.
Are they just, like, along the road?
I'm drawing the road right now, but it's going to be a very shitty road.
Cool.
I ain't no artiste.
This is a giant fucking road.
It's a well-traveled road between cities.
I just saw the purple.
Yeah, holy shit, that's so good.
I traced it. I designed nothing.
It's still good.
I don't have the steady hand to be able to do that.
I don't either. Plus, the image was really blurry.
I saw that image, like, immediately, so...
Are we still... We're still in the city, right? This isn't like...
You're now, you can see the city within the horizon.
Okay.
Stephanie is just walking down the middle of the road by themselves like an absolute beast.
Yeah. She does not care.
No. Not a single worry. What?
Okay, where's Rathis? Where are you? There you are.
So.
You would be right about here. No, right about there.
So, question.
What?
I assume with a 36, I can just walk up behind them.
Fuck yeah, you can. They rolled perception and they rolled shit.
Fucking twist his head around.
So, the next question is, given the nature of the blades he has, do they only hit one person or two?
They only extend 5 feet out from yourself, so it's only like a normal weapon hit.
So, like, if you were to stand in between two of them.
You could attempt to twirl and see how it goes.
I'm assuming you're talking about, like, here?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Considering the fact that I got a 35 myself.
You're also pretty much, you were right there. And you see the setup that's about to happen. And Helena is running straight over there to where she was pointed out, and she's about right here before she's going to start being loud. And
I'm going to get a little closer to Helena.
And Jonik, you can be as close as you want to them as well for right now. So pretty much what they're all going to do, what you three are going to do is all simultaneous.
Just hiding behind a bush right here.
So, Rathis, who I believe got a 36, what do you want to do first?
I don't know if this is going to work with how I set it up, but I want to roll to attack them twirling to try and attempt to hit two of them. The two I'm standing between.
Because of the nature of the pedal blades, I'll allow it.
So the question is it going to roll for attack or just for damage? Only damage.
Roll.
Okay, let me roll for attack. Yeah.
And it's just one singular roll, because, you know, they're just right fucking next to you.
So it'd be Dex plus proficiency?
Yes. That definitely hits. Let me see how much health these fuckers have.
Since she's attacking from stealth, she has advantage, no?
She does, so you can roll again. See if you get that crit.
Nope.
Stats. Not stats. Stats? Stats. Okay, them two is dead. They are eviscerated. Next is Vivoth.
Alright. I'm going to use my short sword.
Okay. Roll with advantage, and because this is out of combat, it does auto crit. And they are
So
surprised. It definitely fucking
hits. And because it's also a sneak attack, heh.
Holy shit.
So how do you get it to do the damage rolls and the roll to hit separately?
You see, the way that you do it is that when you would make a thing, like under attacks and spellcasting, you click the little gear, and then you check attack, and then you put whatever the thing that the stat that you use for your weapon, and whether or not you're proficient, you check proficient or not. You put the crit range, and then you also make sure that the damage is checked and the damage is right. And then you hit the little check mark, and then you just click on short sword, or whatever the hell your thing is, and it'll roll the attack.
Roll20 is literally so cool. I haven't used it in years, but like this shit is fucking fire.
See? And then when you want to roll damage, you just click on pedal blades. And it'll automatically roll the damage for you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so,
That's so cool.
Vivoth, do you want to kill that one in any particular shape, way, or form?
Do you want to dismember it? How would you like to eviscerate this man?
Yes, pretty much.
I actually have a list.
Oh god.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh my
So
goodness.
let's see. This is a kobold. So they roughly are 2-3 feet tall.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna take my short sword, grab it in a reverse grip, and go straight down from the top of his head, and I'm not gonna stop until I hit the dirt.
So you're gonna shish kebab him.
Yep.
You manwiched this thing.
A fillet.
You manwiched a kobold.
And then can I do a little spin to use the velocity, the inertia from the spin to get the kobold off of my blade and just kind of fling him over here somewhere?
Yeah, so as he's arcing through the air, Jonic, what are you doing?
So which one of these have they not killed yet?
The one that you see directly in front of you.
Okay.
And it doesn't know its friends are dying either.
I'ma yeet a rock at him.
Roll for you at advantage because you are in stealth.
These freaking rogues eviscerating fucking kobolds and you just toss a fucking rock at them.
The best part is technically only one of them's a rogue.
Yeah. This entire party is rogues. I don't know what you're talking about. All of you roll 36s and still.
Not even God himself can find you.
17?
It's at advantage. Roll one more time, see if you get that sweet
right.
crit.
11. Let me
So
see.
it hits, roll damage.
Does that work? No. Okay, so it's going to be 1d6 plus...
Plus your
4.
spellcasting ability, so...
1d6 plus
So
4.
you could technically do the same thing
Plus
with
1.
a regular attack with that, because it's just your spellcasting modifier.
Plus 1 if you're using your sling
The magic sling.
of plus 1.
So yeah, that one is. Yeah, do you want to kill that one in a specific way as well? Because that's dead.
I just knock him out. Can I say that?
So
By
you're doing it
knocking him in the head with a stone?
Are you doing it non-lethally?
Can I say that?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna
So
non-lethally bonk him in the head.
So he gets non-lethally bonked, and he's like, you see for a minute all the laughing and giggling and excitement kind of fades. He stops, looks fine for a minute, blinks, and kind of falls backwards. So that's done.
That was combat.
Okay.
To right here, you see a kobold come flying and land like right there. You see a magic rock come flying from over there, and you hear flesh being torn over here.
Oh man, I missed all the fun.
Penny just kind of walks up.
Okay.
Well, you are efficient, aren't you?
The assassination squad rolls up. What are you doing?
Guys, I have to go because it's getting kind of late, and I just need to head out.
Okay.
I know.
Bye.
I want to stay, but I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye, good night.
Good night, sweet
It's fine. That means I'm doing a good job.
Okay, so that's over.
See ya, that combat fucking gone, deleted, reported.
Do the kobolds have anything?
You find about 4 loincloths and about, like, 20 gold.
I'm gonna split it.
So it's 5 gold for each, I think.
What kind of weapons did they have on them before they just got deleted from existence?
Mostly rusted daggers that have bloodstains, but one of them did have a short sword that looks like it was beaten up to all high hell.
So they didn't have any bows or anything like that.
Nope.
Shame.
Do you guys continue on with the next part of your journey?
Yes.
You may, whoever wish to roll a perception check and help whomstever.
I will help whoever wants it, because I have shit perception.
First person to roll gets that help.
Okay,
Vivoth, you are going to see something.
just one perception?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Your elven eyes have failed you. Your elven eyes are doing okay. So what Vivoth sees is a person with a cloak guiding a ram-drawn carriage. You take note, Vivoth, that this is indeed a goblinoid of some kind. It looks like he has a bunch of wares, and it looks more like a merchant than anything else. And he's just slowly approaching you. Doesn't take much note of you, just, on his merry way.
Can I see into the back of the cart?
With that roll, hell yes. It is full of just odds and ends. You see farming equipment, you see weapons, you see little coffins and coffers, and everything else in between.
Did I see if there was anyone else in the back?
There was no one, just a bunch of stuff. It is him and his ram.
Okay. Can I hop onto the back of the cart to stealthily?
Roll for stealth. Poor Sham Smoblin. So you get on there, but it kind of shifts with your weight because this was not meant for someone of your stature. It was meant for a goblin. And you just see the goblin turn. It's like, why, hello there. I'm Sham Schmoblin, or Sham Goblin Schmoblin Shoplin.
Why, hello.
I love this man.
Are you doing some shopping today out in this lovely forest?
Why, yes, I am. But
Why
I
did
was
you say so? I have things, I have doodads, I have things that are probably cursed and forgotten.
Wait, Kirsten, forgot.
I'm assuming that he
Oh,
stopped.
my good sir. Yeah, he did.
Well, look. Look, I'm just going to peruse your wares for a minute.
Go ahead. And you just are gonna just like rummage through.
Yes.
Roll investigation.
I had it set back to normal.
So you find pretty much every sort of odd and end you can find. You find cutlery, find china, daggers made of like ceramics. You find daggers made of condensed amber. You find all sorts of just weird things. You find urns that have ashes from a roll toast. Probably not even related to this man. You assume and gather that he is pretty much in the business of selling anything and everything, and buying anything and everything.
You have quite the selection here.
I try to appease a bit of everyone, dear. And that was the point where everyone would get to the point of meeting this person.
Shem Schmoblin, was it?
Yes.
I'm wondering if you perchance have any spell books or language books.
Why, certainly. And they hop off, and you notice that the carriage has drawers and pull-out things on each side of it, and he's just like rummaging through. Was there anything in particular you were looking for? Any particular language? Any particular spell? I do have a very fine selection of spell scrolls.
I can copy a spell from a spell scroll to my spell book, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I kind
As long
of
as you have
don't
a
want
slot.
to. I
So
kind of
when
don't
you-
want to pick because I would love to just see what you give me. In terms of
me-
spells.
Let me open spells. Panic. Panic.
Sorry.
I just was not. Oh wait, wrong. I clicked sorcery.
I would just take 5 years, like, deciding what would be the most optimal fucking spell to give her. I just want to give her trash. And then as for languages, I'm looking for anything extraplanier. And
Ooh, exotic, I see.
also, if you have anything on Orcish.
I might have some. But let me see about the spell scrolls first.
Good.
And he starts rummaging through. So he produces. Let me roll real quick. He produces a first level spell scroll donated by, the wax seal that has a number 1 on it. Very organized.
Convenient.
And it is of the spell Identify.
I have that.
Then as for second level spells, if I can filter all this out. He has Detect Thoughts.
Ooh, okay,
And
okay.
Flock of Familiars.
Oh my god, Flock of Familiars is so good. Those are both so good. How much? How much? She tries to not sound desperate.
With that spell scroll in particular, it will actually make an intelligence saving throw for this man, because his intelligence is ass. 250 gold pieces.
Each or for both?
For the Identify scroll or the other one?
Sorry, I'm only interested in Flock of Familiars and Detect, or, yeah, is it Detect Thoughts or Read Thoughts?
Detect Thoughts.
Detect Thoughts.
That'll make it 350 gold pieces.
For both of those?
Yes.
How much for individual?
For detect thoughts, it'll be 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
And for Flock of Familiar, 250 gold pieces.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. How much were those language books?
Oh, those things. And you said you was orcish it was, and something extra planar.
Yes.
And he goes shifting through a drawer right next to that one, and just kind of, well, in the realm of extra planar, I have the language of the Fae. And I do by chance have an orcish book.
Okay.
And these are 2 gold pieces each.
Oh, fuck yeah, okay. Easy. Now I just have to decide. I literally have to decide just between Detect Thoughts and Familiar. That one is so good. They're both so good. Oh, if anybody else wants to shop while I'm thinking about this.
Wrath is gonna ask if you have any, Hello, my good sir. Do you happen to have any spells for defense?
Let me check the special stock. And now I have to look at abjuration spells.
So, Zach, does that work?
Yeah, which one are you swiping?
Can I swipe 2 because of how high I rolled?
I didn't see the 24 yet. So which one's you swiping? Or are you just going at random?
I was going to... I just noticed that Jess is stricken again with the tracing.
It's being called out.
It looks nice.
Theft Shadow Clone. Mirror image.
So are you gonna pick a random scroll? Because he does have more stowed all around the cart.
I am going to pick one at random.
Okay, roll a d20 for me, please. Just straight, no modifier. Okay, so that is Paladin spell list.
Oh no.
Oh, I hope it's that one spell that none of us can cast yet.
I mean,
You definitely do get a good
You can-
spell. It has a 3 on it, and you cannot really discern what it is right now. All you know is it has the number 3 on the wax seal and the letter R right next to it.
do.
And Rathus, what were you saying?
What kind of defense scrolls you got?
Well, I do have one from a dear warlock friend of mine. It is the armor of Agathis. It gives you temporary defenses, and everyone who strikes you takes a little bit of it too.
Interesting. Any others?
Go back to abjuration real quick. You roll percent, I'll see if he does have another. Okay, he does have one. He's like, well, I do have a scroll from back when I was in Mage's Haven.
Oh.
Let me find it real quick. Where is it? If I can find, I know you're in here, fucker. It is the shield spell. It gives you a +5 to AC. It is rather quick to cast.
I think I'll pass for now, but thank you for showing me your wares.
No issue, no issue. Always happy to help a customer. And it goes back to you, Stephanie.
Oh shit. Okay. Like, okay, so I'm basically stuck between Flock of Familiars sounds really fun, and it's an extremely useful spell. But Detect Thoughts, I feel like has more practical choice. What do you guys think?
You can always
Out of
treat that
character.
haggle.
Out of character,
Haggle.
I just want to tell you that Zach has that as an at-will spell on his Warlock.
Okay.
And I love
And-
every minute of it.
And Jason's character has picked up Detect Thoughts as a bard, and he just has been detecting everything's thoughts.
Hmm.
Do you want
Ah.
spies or do you want to be the spy?
Exactly.
How much are you short?
Okay, so Detect Thoughts is 100, which would be half of my money. That's chill. The other one is 250, which would be in all of my money. So, but either way, I could buy one of them and the books because I have a little bit over 250. I have 260 something.
And how much are they together?
350.
If you can get them to be like 300, I could probably help you.
Shit. Kindness. I don't know if Stephanie would ask for help. She's kind of like a rich kid. She can't like look poor. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna go with Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
And the what language books were there? There was Orcish,
And Sylvan.
Sylvan. Okay, I'll take them both. They're only like 2 gold. Okay, so that's 104.
Okay, you do get something he does not notice. Then it's
Okay.
give you that straight D20 roll. D2, you have to find the item.
Cool.
It's called a dagger returning, and if you throw it, you can speak its command word to have it returned to you.
Yeah, I know, but I thought I was grabbing a spell scroll.
You said you wouldn't get random, so I assumed random item.
I was actually looking to grab another spell scroll, but if this is what you're gonna give me, then no. It's okay
do
with
you
me.
want it? If you don't want it, I can just have you roll D20 again and see what spells you find.
Hold on a second. I was trying to figure out why it sounded like my door was being slammed, and it's because Silas was slamming himself into my door.
No.
Because he's playing with an ant trap that he knocked out of my room, and he's trying to get it back in. It's back in. That's gonna be annoying. But, anyways.
If you want to keep it, you can keep it, but if you want another spell scroll, you can re-roll the d20 roll.
I'm gonna go for the spell scroll.
Okay. Well, Stephanie and them see this. He swiped the Flock of Familiar scroll right as he was closing the drawer. With that so, I'll be getting on my way to Aranum.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And you too, my lady.
Safe travel, sir. Right. The gates are wide open, and they are admitting everyone.
Ooh, lovely. They'll be happy to know that I'm bringing ectoplasm, which they've so fervently requested. And do you hop off?
Yep.
So everyone hops off, having legally or illegally acquired all their goods.
Good Scott.
Would you guys like to continue on your way, or what are you doing?
Oh yes, continuing on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie is ready to trek.
Okay, so you're on your merry way, and you find...
While
Huh?
While on the way, I hand Stephanie both of the scrolls. I don't know what's on them. I just know that I grabbed scrolls.
Stephanie looks quite surprised and she says, "Why, thank you, good sir."
Stephanie later having the biggest study session of her life.
You literally fucking hours.
Okay, so you finally get to the location, which, right where the rocky bank starts, there's this large dilapidated flagpole with a solid black piece of fabric dangling in the gentle breeze. You head underneath the undercarriage of this embankment, and you do notice a cabin built within it. On
It was-
delete everything. Edis deletus.
Yeetus deletus. So while we're scoping out, Theth is going to cast Wizardry. Fortune's Favor on. Let's give it to Bevoth.
You have a set, pretty much a luck point essentially for the next hour.
Oh. Thank you. You have the material component that's
Yes.
the 100 gold piece, right?
I have a wand worth that much.
So,
Zach said.
in my setting, I roll that if you have a spell focus of a specific cost and make that is greater or equal to the spell, then yes, with the exception of ritual spells. So say a ritual spell requires, like, say Legend Lore, which I think requires like a few hundred gold worth of ivory, you'll still need those ivory pieces. Same thing with Find Familiar, etc., etc.
And it doesn't consume it.
Huh?
There's some spells that consume the material components.
Oh yeah, no, this wouldn't consume the spellcasting focus. This is just like, if you worked hard enough to get the gold to buy like this 50,000 gold worth arcane focus, and now you can have your fancy spells.
Fancy spell you up with
But
my
good luck
fancy
finding
wand.
that 50,000 gold worth spell focus. You're not going to find it at just your average like magic store.
All right.
You seemed quite proficient in slaying those kobolds earlier. I hope you should do the same.
Of course, I pride myself on my efficiency.
So as you're doing that, because Jonic is still with you, I'm going to pull up his character sheet. Because he's not just going to
Okay.
skulk off somewhere. How many spell slots does this man have? He's going to recommend that you guys be stealthy and going to cast Pass Without a Trace one last time.
And that's going to be it for his
Second level.
Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah.
slots, as he calls them.
Yep.
He calls them his pass without trace slots. He
It's
was
very good
actually
spell.
like, we were talking about it, and he goes, "I want to prepare Lesser Restoration, but it uses my path without trace slots."
So, question: do we see a bookshelf around?
Do you go inside?
Yeah.
Are you guys going in stealthy? How do you want to do that?
Oh yeah, sure. Still.
Do you want to use your luck point? Or are you gonna roll with
I'm
it?
I'm actually fucking mad. Yes, I am.
You gonna reroll?
Thank goodness.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. That is plus 10, so that's a 29. Is anyone else going in stealthed?
Me, hold on.
Stephanie is going to stand outside and wait till she hears loud noises and then follow.
Don't
Okay.
forget to add the plus 10, Ari.
Are there any windows on the outside?
There are 2 on each side.
Ooh.
Okay. I kind of don't want to risk peeking in. So I'm bad at still.
Okay, so everyone makes it in relatively easy, minus Stephanie, who is waiting outside. What is Jonik's fucking stealth? Where are you? Where are you? Well, he got a 30-something the first time. I don't know how to use this. This is new to me.
I just used the GM roller.
Well, we're here now. He got a 30-something. He is gonzo.
As usual.
So you guys make it in. No one is in the interior. It is a very small room. It's about probably like 20 by 20. There is multiple small little arrangements. There is 2 beds in the corner that have this little wooden divider between them to give some air of privacy. There's a small table tucked in another corner. A small campfire in the center, which seems very unwise considering that this is, wood is built into stone. There's still wood around. There is 2 bookshelves. And a small little desk where you would sit on the floor to, do your stuff.
So, I remember the person said pull a book. But I don't remember which book he said to do.
If you want, you can roll investigation, see if you can find it, see if you're lucky. He was not lucky. You start pulling one, then another, then you just are holding the stack of books, just looking not very smart.
Do I recall what the book the corpse had said?
Roll intelligence. So you're looking around the bookshelves, looking behind them, and you gather that the one that is closer to the back of the room and towards the center of the wall is the one that indeed can move. But you cannot figure out which book it is.
Does it swing in or out?
It swings out.
So can I try to yank it? Any of the bookshelves?
Roll strength.
Okay.
Do it.
Hold on.
Barbarian smash!
That's a +5, so... Hang on. Oops. 25. Nat
Oh.
20.
Okay then. So Stephanie, you're going to hear a very loud sound, so you just
Cute to walk in slowly.
So you hear a few people get pushed aside. Rathis and Vivoth, you get pushed aside. Jonik kind of moves away from this now flexing halfling. So You find where the hinges are and can easily find out which way it swings. And you put one foot on the wall, dig your fingers, which are just small enough to fit in the crack, and pull and pull. You feel every muscle tense up. Everyone sees every vein in her neck and head bulge. And you just hear a sickening wooden crunch as half the bookshelf did not want to move. The other half, what it is, gave way, giving you guys about a 5-foot gap to slip into this now seemingly odd cavern behind the bookshelf. A 2-foot woman that is pretty muscly just ripped a wooden bookshelf in half.
Stephanie is just gobsmacked.
You bent the hinges, so now there's a little the other half of the bookshelf that's still on the hinges is now curving outward a bit.
Good God, I thought we were trying to be stealthy.
Fuck stealthy.
I need to go find the freaking thing now. Hold on.
The one moment I've been waiting for so long.
Rathus is just clapping. It's just going.
Are you guys gonna go in the hole I created?
Sure. Just
Quietly.
down it.
So if you guys are going quietly, you still have Pass Without a Trace going on.
Okay. Just
What do we got going on here?
just Hollow Knight.
She shouts it down the hole.
So anyways, everyone roll stealth.
Ooh, I did.
With a +10, do not forget you guys still have it.
I didn't forget.
I'm just gone.
Oh no. We need to re-roll stealth.
22.
So you got 24,
Oh.
22, 22. With Rathus and Helena being more stealthy than most of you guys right now.
What is with these rolls? That was a 5 that I rolled.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Hey, but hey, it still works. So you guys begin to creep your way in.
Don't be
It's a
suspicious.
cross,
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I must unzoom in. You guys came in around here.
He has materialized.
That's on. So I'm not going to bother drawing the terrain. It's pretty much a table in the center and a few torch sconces, which give off a faint bit of light as they're starting to die down. You see a man in the back, facing the wall, kind of carving something into it with a knife. That's all you see in this room.
Just a dude.
Yep. It's not. You guys rolled too high. You rolled way past his passive perception. He didn't even hear the door crunch, which was about. Let me find it. It was about 100 feet this way, so he didn't really hear it. Just hear as he just slowly carving away. He does not notice you. What would you like to do?
Can I sneak up to him? Can I sneak up to him and slit his throat?
Yes, and you get the auto crit. So roll the attack with advantage.
Do. That hits, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, first I'm gonna roll my sneak attack.
I'm going to be looking at this person's stats real quick, so give me a hot second. I'll be distracted. Just tell me whatever the total is.
27.
How do you want to do this?
I take my short sword. I'm going to put my hand over his mouth to stifle the noise, and I'm going to impale him through the heart. From the back.
Easily enough to do, you put your hand over his mouth and drag or push the blade in through the back, right through the heart. He convulses for a bit, blood runs down, touches your hand, and he just falls limp.
I put him in the corner.
Okay. So, right about now, let me pull out some tokens. A short gnome individual. So you guys can see this. What's your passive
Right
perception?
here. 16.
See, what do you roll again? Okay, so you just barely hear the footsteps then.
Can I take my cunning action to hide now?
Yes, you may.
Do I need to roll stealth again?
Yeah. Let me check
Okay.
something. I don't know if you get the pass without trace.
It's 30 feet.
Yeah, you're a bit far.
Nat 20.
You smear the blood on your face and
Hell
hide it
yeah.
underneath the body.
Oh my god.
Wait a second. Oh yeah, I am a bit far.
This person gets to about here. Are you guys readying anything? Because now is the time to do so.
Death, as always, waits for party to engage. Just kind of chilling.
Raph is gonna move like over here. Away.
So you're
There
moving.
is.
Oh, she hasn't put her token in yet.
No. Because it got wiped.
Okay, so you move into his view. There is pretty much nothing, and there's a bunch of torchlight and a singular table in the center, so he definitely does see you.
Oh, even the 28.
You walked out in the open and light.
I'm an idiot.
Before the person reacts, would you allow me to take?
Oh no, you
shot
get
with
a
my short bow?
surprise round. You get a surprise round.
Okay.
So he gets to
Short
about
bow. Advantage from stealth.
and auto crit because of that one feature. That does hit.
Okay. Automatic crit because of assassination.
Rogues, man, rogues.
This entire party.
Oh, we have to deal with the assassins? We'll give them a taste of their own fucking medicine.
So that's a 25.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
He's already at half health.
Oh.
Everyone, can you please roll initiative? As he used his action prior to perceive and got a natural 20 plus 5. Ah, yes, Stephanie, what do you want to? Do you just want to use your D8 on that? See if you get the ultimate initiative.
Yes.
Just a plus
So a 20, not a 20.
30.
There we go.
You have a 24. You have a 21, Rathus?
It's a 20, because
20.
I accidentally hit 5 instead of 4.
Vivath? Because Anna has 13.
I was the first one that rolled for initiative.
Oh, my bad, I didn't see you. 10, and
I
that
took
just
the
leaves-
initiative myself.
And that just leaves Jonic. He has a pretty high initiative. And he's probably going to be last. So now the rope.
Last.
He's not last. So let me just write down the combat order real quick, because I want to keep track of this. Combat order is as follows. Unknown Assailant. Then it's Stephanie. Then Rathus. Helena. Vivath. Jonik. And then the Assassin.
Unknown Assailant rolled the higher than Thethany's 25. Wow.
I got a 27.
Holy shit. Oh, there's...
I'm using a different thing for this creature. Did you have to look it up real quick? See what its movement is. Damn, hold up, I have to do some math now.
Oh shit, I'm scared. What is this thing?
It's then going to use its action to dash to the side of this person. And what you see before you is this sickening hound with a red underbelly and its mouth exuding a constant smoke. And it just used all of its actions, I believe. Yep, used all its actions. So now it is Stephanie's turn.
Okay, so what is this thing? Not the hound. The other guy's just a dude.
Just they are a gnome.
No. Okay.
So rather short, but you can still see the pointed ears.
Okay. And then this thing is some kind of hellhound creature.
Yep.
Stephanie is going to point her wand at the hellhound creature.
Okay.
And address the gnome and say, "Your death comes on swift heels, gnome. I suggest you lie down for this."
Do you cast Suggestion?
I cast... Where's it? Frickin' spells. Toll the Dead on the creature.
On him or the creature?
The creature. I'm just telling the gnome to just sit.
He makes a wisdom save.
DC is 13.
She got a 4.
Cool.
So
It
that
has
is 1d8 damage?
Yeah.
Five damage.
Of necrotic type.
So you hear it kind of whelp in pain a little bit, but it kind of shakes it off. Is that your turn, Stephanie? Are you moving at all?
I'm gonna move behind the barbarian.
Next up in the combat order is Rathus.
So, what Rathus is going to do is cast a spell.
And what spell might that be?
1 second, I have to pull up fun stuff. It is going to be Dissonant Whispers.
On
Hell
whose
yeah.
stuff? On the hound or the individual?
The gnome must make a wisdom save.
Does a 15 beat your spell save?
Yes, it does, so he will only take half damage.
They're finally starting to roll good.
So that
Holy
is
shit.
5.
Okay. He is starting to look rough. a little flighty, and he's speaking to the dog right now.
What language?
Do you speak Infernal?
No.
Next step
I would
is
have
Helena.
laughed if she said yes.
Okay, so I am gonna go closer to the gnome.
Okay.
About yay far. How do I do it? So I think it's being dumb.
So you're gonna go in between them?
More towards the. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay, easy enough.
Oh wait, here, right there.
Right here?
No, one over. Yeah.
Are you gonna rage this turn?
Yes.
Does your rage get anything special because of your new...
Yeah, I get sharp teeth, claws, and a tail.
Holy shit.
Oh, it was-
So
Holy
you see
shit.
this very small individual yell out in anger and rage. Their body begins to expand and swell. What was once a 2-foot tall halfling is now a 5-foot tall bear-like creature.
Is this magic of any kind? Could Stephanie tell? I mean, it's clearly fucking magic, but...
It would cost you your action to investigate this thing.
Okay, I'll wait then. Stephanie looks very surprised.
Okay, so you're raging. And what would you like to do?
I'm going to claw at it.
Okay, so roll an attack with your strength plus your proficiency bonus.
Doop-doo, sorry.
Baby bear, do 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 do, baby bear, do 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 do, baby
Oh no.
baby bear.
Mm.
The cursed son.
So I think it's just 5 plus 2, so 7.
Okay.
Do not, because I nat 1.
Holy
You got a
shit.
claw, and you didn't expect to be this tall. And you missed. Now it's Nevoth's turn, who is, I believe, still hidden. Because that natural was it a 27? Because I know you.
Ew.
Oh yeah. So you're still hidden.
Am I hidden?
Yeah, no.
Because I attacked him, and then he got hit by the attack.
Oh yeah, so you're not hidden anymore. I forgot about that.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and use 15 feet of movement to sneak up behind him.
Okay.
And by sneak, I mean I am not hidden whatsoever.
Okay.
He is now flanked. Do I get advantage?
Well, yes, you do.
Short sword.
Stabby. That does hit.
He has not gone yet in the initiative order.
No,
has
he's
he?
not. Does that
Assassinate.
still auto crits?
Yep.
Roll me that sweet, sweet damage.
Sneak attack first.
To let you know, you have to deal 15 damage to this guy on the floor. What you going to do? Yep, he's dead. He's dead.
Homie didn't even get to lay down.
He did. So how do you want to do it? How do you want to kill Nim?
That was Nim? Oh my god, I thought this was just like a wandering dude.
Nope.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. Well, let me consult the table.
Minor suggestion, Zach. Add a shit ton more dudes. Because they
You
are
killed
just
them all.
slaughtering these dudes.
You killed all the people that were supposed to be here.
When did we do that?
Oh, like out and about. Yeah.
They were waiting
Okay.
for them.
They were waiting the ambush.
Okay, so. Oh. Okay. Because of how I have like 100 different ways that I wrote how to kill creatures of the varying size types. I just rolled a 94 on the small table.
Oh. Do you stomp on him and make him paste?
Nope. This specific one, I cut him into little ribbons.
With elegance and ease, you carve into this small individual, making ribbons of flesh and sinew spray about, as if it were just a fine dance. And what's left of him falls to the ground. Now it is
Okay,
John.
I'm not done yet.
Oh,
Where is that table? Because you mentioned there was a table.
for what stuff? There's a lot of stuff I have tables for.
Like an actual
No,
physical
in-
table, I assume, yes.
Dude,
In this room.
dude.
Would you say that I would be able to dive under the table, even though that I only have 15 feet of movement in an attempt to hide? Or would I be able to obscure myself by going towards the table?
I'll allow you to obscure yourself as you're like 15 feet close to it.
Actually, never mind. Let me... I do have enough movement to do it. Okay. I am going to move 15 feet so that I'm next to Helena, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash because cunning action. And I'm over here.
Okay.
Flies across the room.
So now it is the creature's turn. It sees you all gathered about.
Actually, now it's Jonik's turn.
Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. He is going to try and magic stone that motherfucker. Which I believe is a d20 plus 5?
If you use his sling, then I don't know if he fixed it or not. It is a plus 5.
Ooh.
Oof.
No.
Causes a cave-in.
No, he just flings it, and he hits himself in the head with a rock. And it deals no damage, but still.
I thought you were gonna have like a magic surge or some kind, since it's technically a magic attack.
The rock just explodes.
I do have a table for that. That's for it's for spells specifically, not magical weapons.
But a magic stone is whatever.
This bad dude goes right up in here.
Oof.
Let me see. Everyone gets hit
no.
by this.
Oh no. Oh, this is
As he
fine.
now breathes a 15-foot cone of fire. You must make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Dex, save and throw.
Wait, shit.
Just reroll.
That wasn't supposed to have advantage.
Stephanie, you fail.
I would like to use.
Oh, your chrono shift?
Yeah, Chrono Shift. One more again. I didn't fail. I
You
failed
passed.
probably. Oh shit.
Jeez.
Yeah. But yeah.
And I get to roll for Jonic. What is his dexterity save? Doop. It was +3. He does not pass either.
Oof.
So, do. Stephanie, who passed, you take 7 damage.
Oh
Everyone else
shit.
takes 14.
I actually have a shit ton of health, luckily. I have 6 now. Okay. Current hit points. I took 7?
Yep, because you passed.
Okay, I'm at 9.
And that is this beast's turn.
What did it shoot at us? Fire? Was it fire?
It was a cone of fire, of pure hellfire. You saw faces of the damned within it.
Jesus Christ.
What you did, Stephanie, was as soon as he saw it happening and he felt the flames kiss your dress and your very nice, like, witch's hat,
Like, no thank you.
you literally just summoned a spectral clock and wound back the hands of time and just moved slightly out of the way.
Nope. Alters the fucking
So
timeline so I don't burn my hat.
So I gotta ask,
Yes.
is it like Byleth's ability to turn back time, or is it more like that one JoJo stand that the guy freaking erases the time and replaces it with something else?
She more or less just fused a timeline where she passed the save.
Yeah, I just
She
like,
pulled on the probability and causality and made it reality.
timeline stitch. The other me got hit. Don't worry, but I'm
So,
not
for
that
instance,
me
when you
anymore.
use that luck point, you pulled on that very fabric of a different timeline where you succeeded a save. So everyone here is messing with time.
Zimp zomp.
Okay, so the beast just went. So next is Stephanie.
Well, he's wounded now. Ding dong. I cast. Oh, actually, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna fucking dump grease on us. Are you kidding me? No, thank you.
That thing breathes fire.
It. How? Okay. I hit it earlier for 5 damage. Does it look like wounded at all? Do I feel like it's gonna have a shitload more health, or does it look like I can?
It
probably...
looks like it's still in fighting condition. However, if he did use you to all the dead, it would get that extra damage.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about hitting it with something harder. You know what? Fuck it. I cast Chromatic Orb.
Critical hit.
Yep. So roll the damage. What damage type did you pick?
Frost. Wait, that doesn't seem right. What did I do? Oh, I added intellect to the damage. That's not... Is that right? No, that's not right.
No, you didn't. You didn't add intellect to the damage. It's 3d8, but you crit with it, so it does 68.
Holy fucking shit. Okay.
What damage is that? I'm bad at math.
That's 38.
Ooh. Ooh.
And it's frost,
Wait,
so if
no,
it's
wouldn't
weak
it be
to that...
36?
No, wait, yeah, she's right. It is 30.
So 36?
Yeah.
If it's weak to
36.
frost, it's double also.
Let me check. I don't think it is. Nope. but it is looking rough. You feel this bolt of frost at it, and its limbs are frozen in place, its tail falls off and crashes to the ground, its lower jaw is forced open with a short shard of ice in it, and it looks frightened. Next up is Rathus.
Sit, boy.
It's got to make a wisdom save.
Are you doing the...
Dissonant whispers again.
It got a 10.
Oh, it does not pass.
You killed it. How do you want to kill it?
Oh no. It has a heart attack from fear, I guess.
So you start whispering this discordant melody, playing some light and discordant song underneath the whispers itself. It begins to breathe heavy, then heavier, then faster and faster, and then it tenses up and falls down like the stiff goats you see in the funny YouTube videos.
Well, that was unpleasant. I cast
And
mending
as
on my
for right
clothes.
now, you
Unless
think
we're-
that
Okay,
you're free.
yeah, sorry. Okay, cool. I'll cast mending on my clothes. Whomp. Delicately steps over the frozen corpse of the doggo.
Do I see? I have the 120 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, you
so I'm-
see a chest and some stuff on a table.
Do I see anybody else in this room?
You do not.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to the pulp that I left over here.
Are you gonna roll investigation?
Is there anything that I didn't fillet? Like, is there anything of use left?
Roll investigation.
So while he's doing that, Rathus is very careful to give him space. And a
So you
decent amount of
find-
Are you saying that because of how freaking brutally he fucking killed the gnome?
more of how you did it, not the brutality.
So you sift through this sinewy mess of this gnome, and you feel a needle, but you kind of just like, it didn't prick you, and you pull at it, and the spool, because he was on the table. Oh, he's right here. Whoops, nope, wrong thing. The spool of thread, which was on this man, goes and starts rolling and continues onward all the way to the corner of this room.
Hmm.
Gonna follow after it.
It looks like
that-
it has.
That
It looks like it has not lost any
table.
more thread at all. It looks the same as it was when he first had it. And roll investigation for me, Stephanie.
Alphabetical.
You find a ring with an eyeball, or what looks to be a very glossed over cataract eyeball on it.
Okay. Can I roll Arcana?
You can.
Cool.
So, with your arcane studies and the valuable resources you had at your disposal, you do know this does have a magical aura to it.
Mm-hmm.
You just cannot discern what it has.
Okay. I'm gonna pocket it for now until I have Identify prepared.
Anyone else rolling investigation?
In the room after this one, I will.
Roll for me, please. You find a weird headband. Like, oh wait, it's not a headband. And it's more like goggles, and they're shaped in the motif of an eagle, but it's just covering your eyes.
Pocket those.
Okay, just take note.
I shall.
Who else is rolling investigation?
I will.
Oh, I think I understand why Rathis is so
And
perturbed.
you find a really weird key under a pile of stuff.
A key?
It is black in coloration and it has this weird top part. It looks like almost like a maze on it. Anyone else rolling for investigation any more times?
Gnaw.
Is this the chest?
The chest is in the corner. It's a smaller square.
Okay.
So you open
I'm
it.
gonna take my short sword and try to open it, see if it's locked.
It's not locked.
Okay.
You find 900 gold pieces
Holy shit.
and 200 silver pieces. Yep. On top of that, you find a red ring with a obsidian gem within it.
Stephanie is going to walk up to baby barbarian name not work. Helena.
Helena?
Yes. And ask, I thought you were just a regular run-of-the-mill barbarian. What was all that bear stuff?
Don't know, don't care.
Can I roll an Arcana?
Yes, you can. We'll see what it is.
I don't know why I turned into a bear. I just do.
I don't question. Just kill.
So you take note, and as you're inspecting her, you do see a bite mark, and you're like, oh, a lycanthrope.
Fucking where? Give me a rundown on lycanthropes in this world. Is it by any means magical, or is it just basically a disease?
It is a magical disease made by various cruel gods and wizards with too much time on their hands.
Okay. Stephanie just kind of goes, takes a step back.
So, with that roll on top of that, you do know that werebears are more along the lines of solitary creatures and will not actively seek out to harm others.
Mm-hmm.
However, if it is a young werebear that has not been really born into it, they still have to learn to control it.
Okay. Cool.
And that's that's pretty much all of what you find within the cave. And Rathis, you're by that table over there?
Yeah.
You do find a letter.
Mm-hmm.
It's a handout. Let me go find it.
Love handouts.
And in it, you see this really weird slit with a bunch of spikes in it, and it looks to be a motif of an eye, almost.
A lot of eye stuff going on here.
It should be shown to everyone now.
Cool.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know what happens when I click to show to players.
This is interesting. So are they just lying, or are they... What is up? Okay. I can't RP on this because you technically haven't shared it. Hello?
What?
Hello?
Okay, good. I thought I was disconnected for a second.
I am assuming that I see Rathis with the letter.
Oh, yeah. He, goes to hand it to you, and once he does, he still backs away from you.
Okay, so I read it.
Do you read it to everyone out loud?
They're all the way over there.
I walk about here and I read it out loud.
Stephanie, intrigued, begins to walk over.
So you do hear the
It's-
whole explanation.
Does it literally say report to Tylofen?
Yep.
Report to Tylofen. Old Desert Man net status terminated. Pink Tiefling status named. Lady Blacklight terminated, body not found. Werebear terminated. Elf Noble of Moons alive with a question mark. Unable to locate to complete contract, last seen at outpost along the rock coast. Tylofen said it was Caliphate.
What?
What the fuck was
Fussy.
that? Question mark. Looks magical. Sometimes at night is spooky. Listener paid well to go check for him.
Love you too. So everyone hears that.
This sounds like a hit list, but when was the last time you all saw Muiri and Abraham?
It could be that they were preparing to write this report, or that they wrote it in advance, counted the chickens before they hatched.
How
Just did it to
unprofessional.
get paid first.
Well,
People lie all the time.
this is a foreign concept to Stephanie, who feels physical pain when she lies. As a high elf.
Rathus just kind of like nods at you and goes like, "One day you'll learn how to lie, despite feeling pain."
Stephanie just kind of like nods and is like, well, they weren't very tough now, were they?
He means that wholeheartedly too, as if speaking from experience.
So after killing all the assassins present and finding out some new information, what would you guys like to do?
Can I think that we should take a short rest, but I want to try something.
What do you want to try?
I want to try to tell a lie that is really outrageous, but I want to see if Stephanie would believe me if I said it.
Okay, tell the lie, make a deception check, and Stephanie make an insight check.
Rathus is just gonna be standing behind her, doing like the whole giving her the eyes of he's gonna help her.
Hey, Dort, you gotta beat a 15.
Waiting on it.
Oops.
Nope. Okay. Well, the lie was, aside from all of them dying so quickly to us, I don't think they did that bad of a job.
Are you kidding me, darling? That was miserable. They barely laid a scratch on any of us.
Says the person who used time magic to not get scorched to death.
Exactly.
How much health does Jonic have left after that?
I get a little bit closer, and
Jonic is at like 6 hit points.
Oof.
He's giving a healing word.
I actually get really close to Stephanie, and I look at how unsinged her clothes are.
I did use mending as well on them. Stephanie leans back a little bit, but doesn't like take a step back.
And then I say, You appear to have had quicker reflexes than I.
Yes. I tend to be light on my feet. She winces a little bit.
Very good. It serves you well.
You guys start heading out? Are you guys gonna bunker down for a little bit, take a short rest?
Yes, I feel like a short rest should be good.
Those who are short resting, please roll them hit dice if you would please.
I do have a question. While they're
Yep.
short resting and Rathus isn't really going to. Did he also see where that string was going?
Yeah, no, you're pretty much right there right now.
Can I investigate it?
Yep. You also may roll a con on it.
Did I just roll a, like, my thing says D plus 0. It's not like D8 or anything. What did I do wrong?
You didn't put a hit die number, so it rolled a 1d1. And you can only roll a 1.
God. Okay, I'm just gonna roll in here.
As a wizard, your hit die is a d6, yes?
Yes. Roll 1.
Okay.
I'll
I'm gonna
roll
roll
2.
another. I roll another. Yay!
Okay, I'm fine with that. Whatever. I'll take 3 hit points. That's fine.
So,
I'm telling you right now.
I know. I'm just waiting.
No, not 21 hit dice. I have 1 hit die left.
I will
There we
be right back. I'm just gonna use the bathroom.
Okay.
No problem.
Oh, and in passing mention, I let everybody know about the chest that has all of the money and the ring in it. Did you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry.
Did you take any money out of it?
I did not know.
So let's just split it up evenly. Where you take the larger half because you found it.
Do you mind if I roll arcane on what I found?
No, you just know what it is.
Okay.
You know what it is and you know what it does. Pretty simple item.
You want me to have a larger portion because I found it? I'm not following.
You might need gold one day.
Depending on how things go next session, you might actually use it.
Who knows?
Because before we skedaddle, because we still have a few more minutes, I was going to have you roll a charisma check for Abe with advantage. I mean, it can be at any time, but this is just important for next time Abe comes back in.
I will do that right now. Just a straight charisma check.
Yep.
I have absolutely no idea what this is for.
I return.
So while they're doing that, as Rathus walks by you, Stephanie,
Okay.
he's just going to lean over and say, I found that sarcasm is a good loophole.
She smiles and she says, I'm quite proficient in sarcasm, my dear. My time in the noble... What the fuck would they be called? Rings? Noble circles. Have sharpened me a bit, but still, I much prefer telling the truth over a lie. It seems quite redundant when you don't have anything to hide.
Ah, yes. I guess that's the plus of growing up in the right noble circle. And he just walks off.
Oh, fuck.
Don't you know, you still do know the name of your father.
Oh yeah, I do! Do I?
Yeah, you do. The
Where did
whisper
I
told
write
you.
I don't remember where I wrote it. Oh no.
So maybe you can ask that one about it.
Shit, you're right.
The one who is well cultured in no elf nobility.
What was his name? Because I wrote it. I didn't write it down.
I was waiting for you to make it.
Oh no! Give me 1 second.
I look up at Stephanie, and I say, one time I saw a pig with wings, and some kids catapulted it into the sky, and it soared away. That was a lie. Yet, out of character, that was a...
If you're saying that out loud and you're trying to make Stephanie be convinced, roll a deception check, and Stephanie roll a insight check. Whoever has the highest wins.
What the fuck?
Anyways, I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. If y'all want to take a short rest, roll your hit dice. If you guys want to leave, leave. There's no more encounters planned from here to a random. So if you do wish to go to a random, you can long rest, prepare your spells, identify the objects, etc., etc.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh god, where did I put his father's last name? Oh no.
We're now having an elf party over here.
I could have sworn I texted it to him instead of using Discord. Did I use Discord?
That's why whenever I send somebody something important for D&D, I pin it.
I can't do that in personal messages.
Yes, you can.
Witchcraft.
Heresy. Cave chillin'.
Sylvala. I am looking for... Oh god, no. I am an idiot. Oh no. Why does Zach have to have the... Oh my god, I am an idiot. Okay. Don't ask me how to pronounce it. I'm still trying to figure it out, but you're going to get a last name thrown at you. And he's going to ask
Hell
me if
yeah.
I've ever heard of this.
Anyways, what do you guys decide? What are you guys doing? Are you guys back in the city?
No.
This is just
We are-
going on during the rest, probably. I
Yeah.
assume we were going to leave soon.
I'm about to roll a history, or well, I don't know what I would roll. I would guess that you would tell me. Find out if I know this person.
He's asking if you have ever heard of a noble family,
Mirthzoon.
Mirthzoon. They are a trading moon elf family.
Sounds like it would be on my alley. What do I know about them? Do I have to roll?
You already know about the Mizuns.
Okay.
They are a relatively reclusive family that tend to steer clear of the Sun Elf nobility. They do not have a particularly good history with them, mostly because they are more about open enterprises and very welcoming attitudes, which
Okay.
extends to the orcs, which the High Elves notoriously do not like or get along with. For an unknown circumstance and reasoning. So a lot of this led to the Mizuns actually just outright being banned in certain cities.
Hmm.
Do you specifically say your father's name?
Yeah. but I haven't come up with his first name yet. So.
So, insert name here, Mizoon, is a very well-known inventor and tinkerer who works very closely with the gnomes, often travels a lot even for a moon elf, and frequents many of the smaller cities around Belfast, the elven nation of which you grew up in. You know that he has particularly been seen a lot in Calgogran, a gnome city within the Elven lands, and Haladi, which is towards the Wood Elf border.
Okay, well, I'd lay it on you.
You have not met this particular Mirthzoon. You have met the eldest Mirthzoon, which is a very kind and polite elderly woman, still graceful and easy and spry woman as she was about 650 years ago. You always hear her talk about a great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchild that she's been dying to meet.
Granny. So, I say, I have high respects for the Mirthzoon, putting their bias, high elven bias for orcs aside, for the betterment of the people, trading, open communication. Quite respectable.
No wonder my family didn't like them. Just kind of walks off.
Anyone else doing anything for this rest, or are you guys running away?
So back in town, if we decide to go back to town,
Yeah, sure.
I think all I would want to do is probably read up a little bit. Maybe report to
Sedona.
Yes, Sedona.
So does everyone agree to travel to Aranum once again?
I
Yeah.
have one thing I wanted to do before leaving.
Yes.
I wanted to go up to where the bookshelves were, and I just wanted to look at all the books and see what books there are there.
There is many a horror book and a few very, very saucy romance novels.
I'm gonna take a number of them, both types.
So how many total of each?
Maybe 10 of each.
Okay, it's gonna take me a while to come up with the titles for them, but you got 20 books. Is that what everyone's doing for the time being, and you guys are gonna head off? What y'all doing?
Sounds good. I'm down to head out.
Fast travel sounds, and
Loading screen.
pretty much.
Rotate model.
The city of Random was known for blah blah blah.
Yeah, speaking of actually the city of Aranum, I don't actually know that much about it. Is it a capital city?
It is a colony that was built quite some time ago, but more of a blink of eye from an elven perspective.
And it's
It is under the country of Terre, which
Okay.
is based after Orlais from Dragon Age. I'm not gonna lie.
okay, so kind of fancy.
Kind of fancy, pretty French, masks everywhere.
Cool. All
It
right.
is also co-inhabited by the Aethmar of the Divine Magisterium.
So super fancy.
Ironically, the Divine Magisterium, even though their attire is usually relatively gaudy, they are pretty respectable.
Okay. Oh,
So anyways, you guys have a long rest. I'm assuming Thephanie's going to inspect all the ITMs.
yes. So, well, yeah, long rest, I can change my spells. Okay. So I prepare, let's see. I'm not planning for fight, so let's take off. Let's just do all my passive spells. If I get jumped, fuck it, I'll die. That's fine with me.
It's okay for you to ask Sloth to go with you as a bodyguard.
That's true.
I am delicate. 6'3". I'm gonna. I'm preparing Grease, Identify, Comprehend Languages, Protection from Good and Evil of my first level spells. And then my second level spells are just Hold Person and Fortune's Favor.
So, Boop, here's the items. Let me know who wants what, and I'll give you the descriptions of each.
Okay.
I'll take the Devil's Thread.
I already told you what that does, so...
Is the Eyes of the Eagle the ring?
It is the...
Those are the goggles.
Oh, Ring of Hellish Control.
There's also the Ring of X-ray Vision.
Oh yeah, wait, which one is the eyeball ring?
Eyeball ring is X-ray vision.
Okay. So
The
what's
Obsidian...
The Obsidian one is the Hellish Control.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Horrible thought. The Ring of Hellish Control works on tieflings.
Oof.
It will work on any fiend of CR3 and lower to make it a permanent effect till you are incapacitated, poisoned, paralyzed, and etc.
That's pretty crazy. That's like big. Holy shit.
That's if you find another fiend.
That's true. So what X-ray vision do? I assume it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I'll link the description.
Hell yeah.
It gets stopped by a thin sheet of lead.
Well, who has lead in this age?
Wizards.
That's true.
Yeah, if you don't want somebody with X-ray vision and seeing you naked, you just lead on your foot.
Lead underwear. Would any roguish types like to trade Ring of X-ray Vision for something else? I'll take Hellish Control. That seems like up my alley, but that seems kind of, good, so up to y'all.
Devil's Thread.
Cool.
Here's Ring of Hellish Control. It does require attunement.
Okay.
What do the Eyes of the Eagle do?
Give me one memento. Do. I know I just found you. Eyes of the Eagle.
So, with the Hellish Control, if a good aligned person dies, is it just spawn a demon, or is it like you can use the ring and then a demon just appears, and then if you fail, the demon's still there and will kick your ass?
You pretty much use it to control a demon that is already in front of you.
Okay. Okay,
Or
so
a devil.
the good aligned person dying is part of the
It's a part of regaining the charges. It's an easier way to
Okay.
regain charges.
Okay.
Oh, my bad, I messed up the wording. If a CR4 or higher passes a save, they're angry. If they fail a save, it lasts for 30 minutes and will be hostile afterwards.
I just want to say that the Eyes of the Eagle sounds like something that is so, like... It would be so good for a high perception character, especially a drow in the dark. But at the same time, can you imagine how horrible it would be if it's bright sunlight and they have those on?
Oh my god. You're just blind now. Sorry.
Basically, how I was going to roll with this, that if you're a drow and you're wearing this during daylight, you just have a straight roll.
Oh, Ooh, that's real nice. Yeah, okay.
And here I thought it was going to be like going outside, putting on night vision goggles during the day.
Nope.
Have you guys ever seen how bad that is?
No, but I can take guess.
So what's the, how do you want to run learning languages from these books? Just like pass it over the course of a couple games?
It is going to be the course over... It depends on your intelligence score.
Which is very high.
And the last thing that you get is the key. Which I believe also requires attunement. Pretty much everything here requires attunement.
That's nice. This is all very roguey, which works because we're all entirely basically rogues.
Wait a
So
Hold up.
holding. What did I just do? Holy shit. Okay, now we're good.
The infiltrator key, I'm so tempted to take. But at the same time, those frickin' eyes of the eagle.
To let you know, these things were aimed towards specific people, and it was for silly jokes. And one of them was about someone who ran through a door.
One of them was a what?
One of these was a joke at a person who ran through a door.
Which one was that one I wonder?
Looks at suspicion. Actually, two of these things were a joke towards her.
Oh,
The
wearing
X-ray
them you have advantage. I am going to take the eyes of the eagle because they give me advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. So what that means is I get a +5 to my passive perception.
Nice.
So
Also, this also does require attunement.
Mm-hmm.
So does anybody want Ring of Hellish Control?
No, go for it.
Crickets. Okay, I guess I'll take it.
That also does require attunement.
Yes. I think I can attune, right? How many attunement slots do I have? Just one?
You can attune to up to 3 things.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. And then I will leave Ring of X-Ray Vision because that seems roguey.
Luna, do you want it?
Heck yeah.
Just snatches it.
It requires attunement.
I'm
Can
sorry.
barbarians do that?
Yep.
I'm sorry. I just thought of something really fucking dumb.
What?
At level 8, I could get my passive perception to 31.
Holy shit.
Nothing
God.
passes my elven eyes.
Oh no. Passes without trace. Jonic could pass your elven eyes.
Who would hopefully multi-class into rogue.
Oh.
I'm praying on it.
At a certain point, though, I will have... No, I have expertise in perception. So, once our proficiency bonuses start to go up, it will scale with our levels.
Your elven eyes will miss nothing.
What's the proficiency
Oh,
bonus for?
Did we split that 900 gold? Or does just book off just have all of it?
I didn't take any of it.
Assume that someone took it, in all honesty.
I'll grab
Okay.
it. Yeah,
It's just
grab it.
wrapped.
I'll take all of it. It's fine. No, it's no big deal.
So you can
It's
divvy it
fine.
up how you see fit. You can have it in a group collective. It does not matter.
I was just gonna spread it out equally
Cool.
and slip money into the freaking one guy's pocket. I don't remember his name.
Jonic?
No,
Viveth?
the other drow.
Rathus?
The other one.
Oh,
Vivov.
Vivov.
Yeah.
We are paying our butler.
He's not a slave.
In this home.
We pay him.
So that's like 150, right? Gold.
So you're gonna be trying to slip the coins into my pocket?
Yup.
Rathus is gonna give you bardic inspiration.
Do I need to roll?
Sleight of hand plus whatever your inspiration dice is.
Oh god, he's level 2. What is that?
Wait, you're level 2?
I'm a level 2 bard. A level 1 dancer.
Oh, I forgot that you're a multi-class. Is the reason why
So I'll just
you...
don't do a normal roll, and then does it work that way, or do a D8 as well?
You do a normal roll and then a... oh god, what is it? D6 on top.
I know you spoke, but I did not hear you.
Normal roll, D6 on top.
Okay.
Did a 17 beat your passive perception?
21? No.
Your passive perception's at 21?
Why is everything silent?
I don't know. Maybe turn people up on your phone?
Yes,
I
my
can hear
passive
you talking. I know
perception...
you guys can hear me. I can't hear you.
That's weird.
I heard Nightcore.
Hang up and then... oh, wait, hold on. Let me text her. That might actually work better than this.
Give her a couple of seconds, because phone Discord takes a couple seconds.
Yeah, I remember.
So bad.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've learned that at least with, like, when I play online with my friends.
That's just Discord.
Yeah, it'll sometimes just, like, it'll go completely silent, and I'm like, ah, yes. And just hanging up and rejoining fixes it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, my passive perception is 21.
Holy shit.
And I did the math. At level 8, if I pick the appropriate feats, my passive perception would be at 33.
You're going to be able to look at characters and just discern what they're scared of. Looks at Mawiri, sees the arachnophobia.
So I can tell I failed to slip money in your pocket.
Well, you failed to do it sneakily.
Yeah.
Vivoth just kind of looks down at you and is like, "What are you doing?"
I'm giving you money.
Why?
You didn't split it before.
Do you insist?
You need fancy things too.
At this point, Rathus is going to speak up from where he is and go, just take it.
It's 180, split it between 5.
Very well. And I take the money. I count it. And Vivoth is pretty, like, stoic. When he sees how much there is in the pouch that you give him, that you actually see the stoic face just kind of break for a minute. There's a look of surprise, and then he says, "Did you mean to give me all this?"
Yeah.
This seems a bit much.
It's split up. We're good.
Very well. And
You go.
I put it in my bag.
Pop it. Stephanie is going to suggest we report straight to. I keep forgetting her goddamn
Sedona.
name. So, her.
You're gonna report to her what you found?
Yes.
So she does remark at the name Tylophan. She says it's eerily familiar to something she's read in the Grand Hemus archive. She'll have to talk to one of her cousins to find out more about it.
Oh joy.
She does thank you for your service and awards you, including your other characters, 150 gold.
Oh damn.
Hell yeah, we are rolling in it.
Wait, 150 each or just
Yep.
in total?
So 150 for Helena, 150 for Stephanie, for Mawiri, for Rathis, for Abe, and for Vivoth and Jonet.
I thought there was other stuff in that chest.
There was the ring and the gold that he found.
Okay.
There was also 200 silver pieces. I don't know if we divided that.
I was just going to divide it so we all have 20.
20? Okay.
Wait, right? Did I do my math right?
No.
I'm
that would
so
be
bad at
10.
math, I would not be able to check.
200 divided by
It
5.
would be 40, right? For 5?
Yeah. 40.
Phones, woo!
Why has my aesthetic druid just been Zach?
Yes.
Why?
You help save a town and potentially the majority of the country from a disease. However, we're talking medieval supply transit here, so there's still a disease. But you helped a lot. Gave a lot of information, stopped a criminal syndicate that was kidnapping people and experimenting on them, thwarted an assassination attempt.
Can I just tell the rest of the group what you fucking gave me?
Well,
I would
yes,
love to know.
it was a group decision anyways. You get either or.
Okay, so for helping out with the creation of the cure, I was given 3,000 gold pieces.
What
Holy shit.
Oh.
fuck?
As well as either a ship or some land.
Ooh.
Holy fuck.
Nice.
Mawiri
Oh
just
my
comes
God.
back. He's just gonna be like, oh my god, give me everything.
If you got a 15, it would have been a small ship and a large plot of land, or vice versa. At a nat 20, it would have been both. At a 6 or lower, it would have been a lot worse.
So we get to choose if we would like a ship or a plot of land. A small ship?
That's amongst how you guys want to handle this.
Oh, that is a
I-
hard pick for me.
I have to ask. Well, two things I gotta ask.
I have two answers.
First off, is it a land ship or an airship?
How ships are handled in this world is you can get a land ship, or well, not a land. My brain died. A sea ship,
I meant a sea ship.
and you can then later modify it to be an airship, or vice versa. So right now, there's just a standard, like, what are the types? There's a fucking D&D thing for this, and I just can't.
Spelljammer! Spelljammer!
Why does that
Are
sound
you go-
familiar?
Spelljammer! Spelljammer!
I think
I'm dying one
I
second.
forget which
I'm gonna look
settings
up a picture.
Spelljammers are in. I think it was something that Matt Mercer came up with.
No, Spelljammer has been around for quite a long time.
Hasn't it been around since like 3rd or 2nd edition?
Yes.
I will just fucking. Can I
You
just copy this and
a
paste it?
basic sailing ship.
Oh, okay, I see now. Oh, there's a hummingbird.
What kind of a
shaped
sail?
one.
They travel in space. You carry a oxygen worth days into space based on the size of the vessel. We could fucking fly to other goddamn fucking planets. It's so good. I love Spelljammer. I would die for Spelljammer.
Oh, I remember where I heard that.
Oh,
It was
Xenos.
Pads.
Oh, you just reminded me something about traveling through space in D&D.
It was advanced D&D. This has been fucking in the game since fucking goddamn before first edition. Jesus
You
Christ.
know, you know what I remember from my reading of the lore about traveling through space? You have to use magical light.
Yes.
Otherwise, any kind of flame explodes.
That's specifically in the phlogiston outside of the realm spheres, which are basically mini solar systems and that are contained within a crystal globe. And if you're outside of them, trying to travel to another realm sphere, everything is insanely flammable. So if a crystal around a realm sphere cracks, the phlogiston will eventually get to the sun, and the entire realm will be obliterated in fire.
Rip.
Yeah. But I think you can use fire just flying around in realm space, though, inside the crystal spheres. But, I mean, it is highly oxygenated, too, so I feel like that would be up to the DM how that would play out. But fucking
Zach, did you come up with this thing for the ship by yourself?
Nope, I stole it from
Or-
Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Saltmarsh? Whatever. That.
You stole it from Ghosts of Saltmarsh?
Yes.
I have a PDF here that I don't know if you would want to take a look at it or not,
Yeah.
but a friend of mine sent it to me, and I have implemented it into my Calcinia group. So,
But also,
good it isn't.
but to let you know how the land would work is you can pick anywhere within the lands of the Divine Magisterium, which is the mountain range surrounding the Deathspire Wastes. You can find any of the ancient ruins and use those to decrease the cost. They have found a single temple and a tower that they are willing to give you and lend to you.
Okay.
Or you can find anywhere else within their lands and they'll just be like, okay, what do you want to build?
Because we could have a cool ass home base and be like, we're mercenaries for hire. Come if you need quests.
But yeah, so
Or
you
we
can
could
build a temple,
sail
which is
around.
more about religious beliefs, etc., etc.
Right.
Bonus to morals, and how I was going to roll with it is you get bonus to healing time, and etc. while in the grounds of the temple.
That's nice.
The wizard tower is all about spells, spellcraft, etc.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
It's more about military power.
So,
So kind of like what we did before.
Yep, but the only stipulation here is that it has to be dedicated to fighting the scourge and anything that spawns from it.
Okay.
so is this? Are you drawing this specifically from strongholds and followers, or is it something that you had come up with?
I'm pulling off of some stuff from there, then some bullshit I'm making up on the side.
Oh.
Because you guys have been staying in Iran, not traveling much further beyond the city, so you have no idea how bad it is elsewhere. Other than word of mouth, but that could be, a few weeks ago if it's coming from a city from far away.
Do you have a map of like the continent?
I do not have the picture on me, but I know Ari and them should.
Oh. Yeah.
Isn't it in my room hanging up?
Yeah, it's right behind you.
Take a picture of the continent Kelthon specifically.
I haven't finished
me a second.
it.
It's fine. It will work.
It's your birthday gift. I gotta finish it.
Hold on, I'm moving my army men. Of Calthont?
Yep.
Yeah. The main one on the right.
The one where you actually filled in stuff?
Yes. Calling me out. The one that kind of looks like Greenland.
Kind of like that?
This is unrelated, but I just did some math,
Mm-hmm.
and without any kind of feats, other than the ones that I was thinking of, Vivoth's passive perception has a maximum of 37.
Nice. Get that observant feat and fuck everyone up.
That's insane.
That was one of the feats. The other one was alert.
I should probably think about what feats I'm gonna get, if I get any.
I've been thinking. Won't help for Rathus anytime soon, but I've been thinking for Muiri.
God, Spelljammer, I just keep staring at this image.
It's gonna be actor.
How big is the ship?
The sailing ship would be 100 by 20 feet.
Okay.
Yep.
Does it have a lower, like a inside quarters? Or is
It
it just
has
above?
the upper decks, the main deck, lower deck, and the hold.
Okay.
And it does have weapons.
Okay. That's not too bad. We could probably get that. We could easily get that, like, in a river. Like, so inland travel wouldn't be too big of a deal.
You could definitely visit the High Elf capital because they have multiple rivers capable of housing such thing. They kind of have a Panama Canal situation going on.
There's a hard choice.
It's pretty much, do you want to stay local and deal with the threat here, or do you want to branch out in the world?
I'd branch out.
I do love branching out.
2 votes branching out.
I feel like we also, though, we gotta wait for Janek to return.
To like fully.
So yeah, for full vote. Unless it's like we're all
Abe.
voting ship.
Abe's opinion is that he wants to do both, but at the same time, he knows that he can't do both. At least not initially.
Right. Although 3,000 gold ain't nothing to wink at. We could pool that and
You
buy
could put all the
some.
gold you guys have together right now and
Literally, yeah.
probably
So
buy
we
some
could
land somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
true.
vice versa. This is good. I love this kind of shit. This is my favorite shit.
Ooh. We can just turn it into like what we did. Ooh. I wonder if we can draw inspiration. Because I'm sure there's some defenses, especially if we go with the airship, that are going to be expensive.
Oh fuck, yeah, airship defense are expensive as shit because they worry about
Yeah.
weight.
And also, yeah, if you're just an airship, you just hit a balloon or something. That's just fucking dead. That pops.
Well, no. Like, I'm pretty sure Zach said there were some of them that they just straight up use magic.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
It's pretty much a hollow canister enchanted that when you throw a spell slot in there, it will throw a magical projectile.
That's cool.
It's because it's so much easier and lightweight than a traditional cannon.
Oh, yeah! Liliana has one of them. Doesn't
She
she?
still has them.
Oh my goodness god.
How Spelljammers work is it's a chair that you sit in. If you have spell slots, it takes all of your spell slots, and the ship becomes a part of you as a spellcaster, and you just use force of will to move the ship around, and it flies just
Okay.
through the air.
Okay, so I'm gonna straight up say this. I have flown a Spelljammer in one of the other campaigns I have played in.
Hell yeah!
But then we lost the Spelljammer because one of the players decided to fuck around with a magic house.
God damn.
Oh fuck, that reminds me. Dwar, I must talk to you about something.
Hmm.
Hold on 1 second, I have to do something.
Okay.
Disappeared.
So, while they're doing that, I assume we have to wait for Zach to come back, but we could probably talk around as our characters for a bit.
Oh yes, good indeedly doodly.
Is Arista?
No, maybe.
Is she?
I don't hear her. She's still in the Discord.
Oh, let me
Wasn't she taking a picture of the map?
Yeah, but it's like it should be faced.
Sorry, I'm on push to talk on my computer because I've been switching back and forth.
Hello.
Okay.
So, what do you guys like doing for your free time?
What does fucking Stephanie like doing for her free time? That's actually a good question. Mostly studying, darling. Chronergy doesn't learn itself.
I like to practice violin and keep dancing. It's one of those.
How about you?
Me?
Yep.
I like throwing my axe at things.
Hmm.
And hunting
Understandable.
people.
Hunting people?
Yeah, bounty hunting.
Oh, I thought you meant like for sport.
No, why would I mean for sport?
That's a little bit too much on the drow side for a halfling.
Apologies,
Yeah.
I figured your barbarianism might sway your halfling upbringing. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking myself into a corner here.
Oh heavens, no. I lived with orcs most of my life, so I'm pretty good. I've seen violence. I'm good.
Oh. What kinds?
I've seen my brothers wrestle a lot.
Oh. Play violence.
Ow. Disappointment.
I went to an academy where if I didn't actually succeed, I was going to be killed by my peers.
Hmm.
Sounds like you needed a new school.
Well, I didn't die, so I did well enough.
Was that in the
Very
Underdark?
cool.
Yes, it was. In the capital.
Hmm. Never been, but I heard it's pretty grand.
It's a shit show.
As
Don't
most
like the
places with
people.
high politics are.
No, you walk down the street and you're likely to see someone flaying their husband because he said he didn't want to sleep with them one night.
The hell? That's fucked up.
Sounds rough.
Welcome to the drow.
Sounds like some asses need to be beaten.
Too many.
If only policy was as simple to change as people's minds and their insides.
I mean, if you shake them enough, you can change anybody's insides.
Case in point.
So what did you guys do before in life?
Well, I was part of the high courts. Well, not myself. I was just in the noble circle, as it were. Though most of my time was spent studying the arcane arts in academia. But I've done my fair share of adventuring in the past, and I'm quite, I would say, traveled. Being 284 years old, I should hope so.
Oh, you're 280?
You're how old?
284 years old.
Huh. Getting up there.
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm 224.
You seem spry for your age.
Still young compared to drow.
You're
not entirely drow, are you, though? Your complexion quite moon elf, I would say?
Are you asking if I'm a half-breed mutt?
No, nothing like that, darling. I'm no racist. I'm just curious. Your eyes are quite lovely.
Well, 1 point above the rest of my family.
I mean, technically, aren't we all mutts in the game of life?
True. Some more than others, though.
Wrath is just kind of like raises his hand and does like a little thumbs up.
So where did you study? Oh wait, no, you already said under the Underdark. You're a bard, right? What kind of arcane practices do you do?
Mainly just whatever annoys my family.
You certainly do not like your family, huh?
No.
Raised dark elf mostly?
Entirely?
Entirely. So you haven't met your moon elf family at all?
No.
Perhaps one day we can head to the capital and I can introduce you to some of the nobles.
Yeah. What
If
about
that
you?
would interest you.
Well, I'm looking for him anyway. I have questions like why the hell didn't he ever try to take me with him? So,
That does seem rather sad, doesn't it?
what about you, little one?
What?
What's your family like?
Depends on which family you're talking about.
Whichever one you want to talk about.
Well, I was adopted at 13 because I ran away from home because I had a horrible life, and now I'm lived with orcs for a good portion of my life, and now I'm here.
Good for you.
Yeah, not really. A 13-year-old running around the woods is not a good idea.
I meant good for you for leaving.
Not always. Sometimes I think about what would happen if I went back. I did once. They were happier.
So your family's orcs, are they?
Yep. My adopted family, the one that actually wanted me.
How was that? You seem to have a pretty good look on life. Was it rough growing up with orcs being so small?
I mean, I could fit into tinier places that they couldn't reach, so I mean, not
Ethical.
really. I got paid a lot to do a lot of small tasks for small people.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah. The only problem was when my brothers used to hold things above my head, and I'd have to try to jump and climb on them to get to it. Quite horrible. One time I knocked one of their knees out just so they'd bend down and give me what I wanted.
Impressive. You seem quite strong for your size. A lot of muscle in there.
Yeah, that happened.
Looks like you can throw an orc 20 feet.
Stephanie leans in and whispers slightly, kind of trying not to be impolite to names. Fuck. Rathis.
Oh, yeah.
But is like, no, she is completely does not know how you handle this situation. But she leans over and she says, "So, what's with the lycanthropy, if you don't mind me asking?"
The what?
Or are you not aware? I suppose it might not be lycanthropy, but
Oh, you mean the bite
the
mark?
bear thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened when I was a kid, and nothing's really turned out from it, so not too worried about it. Anyways. So what type of magic do you like doing? I see you do really sparkly things with your hands.
Well, I studied general magic in the Arcana when I was younger, kind of separated from my noble family. But after a while, my aunt, Ilithar, took notice of me, and she started training me in chronergy, the art of manipulating time.
Ooh. How does
I
that
feel-
happen?
If you think of the world as one big tree, every timeline is a branch, and I essentially sway the branches to touch. And that is where I can change things to my own design.
So basically you're like the wind blowing the branches together?
Exactly.
Huh.
A lot of people, a lot of my other chronergists prefer to use the metaphor of thread making, weaving things together, the different timelines, but I feel it's more of a gentle sway.
What if you sway too hard? What could
Well,
happen?
that, my dear, is what I intend to find out.
Oh. So you want to make a big gush of wind to hurt the timelines.
Hello.
I wouldn't say hurt, more so as choose. There's quite a bit of possibilities. Are you aware that there are probably several dozen different versions of yourself?
What did I walk in on? Jesus Christ.
We're talking about time.
Okay then, I am not ready for this question at
Yes, you
almost
are.
1 a.m. No, I am. I need to go to sleep for work, y'all.
Good. Are you go goodbye? Are you good nighting?
I am good nighting. If thou have questions or what have you, I'll probably be up for the next 30-ish minutes. Maybe later, I never know. I might pull an all-nighter, who knows with me. I am a mess.
You
I am a
pulled
goblin.
all-nighter.
I am a goblin and unpredictable.
Good night, Zach.
Good night.
Go
Thank
the
you.
fuck to sleep.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for the campaign. It was very fun.
No problem, even though you guys, we're gonna stealth it. And I'm I was not prepared for such a
Fucking destroyed
situation.
it. Next time, all of your encounters for the next session, just beef them up. Just double the amount of enemies.
No, because then if we do shit, then we die.
Throw shit at us.
Dude,
A lot of
want
people
it.
pick have pack tactics, and I'm not really ready for a total party knockout, thank you.
You could just throw Helena a thing.
Okay, just
I
for
don't
one
know.
big guy. One big guy.
what's your armor class?
My armor class?
What's
It's like-
everyone's?
Fuck, what is it? 12.
Oh,
Anyways, good night, y'all. Thank y'all for everything.
Night.
good